Hey, hello. Well, I am currently live. I'm going up a couple of minutes early before I start sending out invites to Sam and Tony, who will be joining me this evening. And if anybody else wants to come on camera, let me know, and I will try and get the link to you, or one of us will try and get the link to you so you can come on. Or if you just want to stick around in the chat, you can do, by all means. 2 people watching. So before I started sending out invites, I just wanted to do a little intro, just kind of go through what this is going to be about very quickly. And obviously, as you can see by the title page of this live stream this evening, we will be obviously talking about TFNation. It is fast approaching. We are on the 6th of August. Today is the 6th of August. And we go away in 1, 7, 8, 9, 10th, 11th. 5 days. 5 lovely days. So in 5 days, myself and Tony will be setting off to TFN. And many of you will be setting off in 6 days. Friday, and some are coming up over on the Saturday as well for the day or whatever. So yeah, but we'll be getting there on the Thursday. So 5 days for me and Tony. Very, very excited. So yes. So now, seeing as I've got a couple of people watching currently, hello to you. If you want to come into the comments here, comment. I can actually see you in real time, and I can actually bring comments into the stream in real time as well, so I can get you involved in the stream as well as those on the camera. So if you've got questions you want to ask, if there's anything you want to talk about in relation to TFN, by all means, talk away, type away, do what you want to do. So then, let me just give you, I'm just going to go and give this link out. There's the link to you. And where are you, Tony? There's Tony. There's the link. Shit, what am I doing? And boom. There we go. So there we go. So that's the link sent out to Sam and Tony. So just give me a moment. There we go. Hey, 5 people watching. Hello to you. Hello. Right, let me just bring you in. Alpha Prime 88. Hey, bro. The excitement was be well up now. Be well up. Yeah, definitely. The excitement is there. I'm feeling it now. I'm literally 3 days. I've only got 3 more days of work left. I break off on Wednesday. That's my last day, and then I'm off for a little over a week in total. So I'm just currently waiting for Tony and Sam. Hopefully they'll be in a moment or so. I did say 7 o'clock to be fair on them. I did say 7 o'clock, but I chose it upon myself to go a little bit earlier, just to kind of get a little introduction in there before everybody comes in. Hello, the Collector 75. Hey, all right, Graham, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Hi, guys. Jace, Just popping in for a bit, pal. See how goes on. See how goes on, Johnny lad. No worries. Thank you for coming in. Hi to all. And then Jinxed. Hello. Good evening, all. Can't wait for TFN. Hope to see you all there. Definitely, mate. Be great to meet up and catch up with everybody. Definitely. Alpha Prime. You will be skipping out of work on Wednesday. Either that or crawling out. Either that or crawling out. Hey, Tony's here, so let's bring him in.
Hello.
Oh, how are you?
Just adjusting my technology. 1 second. That's not a euphemism. Why has it done that? Okay, so there we go. Hello, you insouciant long pigs. How's it going?
You've kind of frozen. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Hello, you insouciant long pigs. How's it going?
How's it going? All right, let's bring Alpha. Oh no, I've already done that one. Where are we? Hey Graham, we've got Graham in the chat. Collect 75. We've got Jace. We've got Jinxed. Alpha Prime 88 currently watching. So hey Graham, hope you're well, my friend. Yeah. Oh nice, Jinx fan. I am too. Yeah. So just waiting on Sam now. Don't know where he is. Typical Sam. Team Edward.
Team Edward.
While we're waiting for Sam, do you want to know why Sam's called Team Edward? Do you want to tell people why he's called that?
I believe it was 2011, and me, Nolsey, Sam, and the lovely, wonderful Jeff, we were in the takeaway waiting for our order, right? And we just casually bullshitting about films, and the subject of vampires came up, and the subject of Twilight came up. And I took the liberty of taking the piss out of those movies because they are shit. You want to watch a vampire film, watch anything with Christopher Lee. Come on now. Also watch Vampires with James Woods. It's a shit film, but it's entertainingly shit. It's brilliant. Go watch it. Anyway, so taking the piss out of Twilight, and I said, oh, yeah, brilliant. A fucking 200-year-old vampire that drives a Volvo and hangs around in a high school. And Sam, quick as a flash, went, he's not 200 years old, he's 156. And I went, ah, ha, ha. And I went, from now on, your name will be forever Team Edward. And he's never forgiven me since. And I ran into him, when did I run into him? Be Wednesday in town, because he works at Primark. I had to go in for something. And he was there explaining oxidation to two random customers, and he couldn't think of the word. And I yelled it at him. And then, loud as I am, I went, Team Edward! And I couldn't say anything to me because I was a customer.
He wouldn't have liked that.
No. All right, Jace, how's it going? I can see the chat. Woo! Oh, just a quick sidetrack. I found this today. It was a Transformers notebook, and it was 50 pence in a charity shop. And I went, mine.
Nice.
Yeah, I was a little chuffed myself. Yeah, just to explain things. This is not my usual place. I am house sitting for my boss at the moment. He's away in Waken, German download, essentially. He's in Germany right now. Doing German download, and I'm looking after the cats. Yeah, that's fun.
Well, I don't know where the freaking hell Sam is. He's usually on the ball with these, but anyway, doesn't matter. So, anything you want to talk about before? Oh no, I thought you. Oh yeah, Sam's here. There he is. Let's bring him in.
Afternoon.
How you doing, man?
Not bad. Mr. Thrussell, how are you, sir?
Team Edward, hello.
Hello.
I'm good. I'm excited. Tired. Fucking tired. I've done like 60 hours at work this week. I am fucking knackered. Today's my day off, which is good. I am absolutely, utterly destroyed, but less than a week, it's TFN, so woo!
Yeah.
Just
a strange feeling.
It's a lovely feeling. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to have to just...
Yep. 5 lovely days. 5 lovely days for me and Tony, and it's what? I think it's obviously 6 days for you, Sam, because you're getting there on the Friday evening, aren't you?
Yes.
Right, good. So, we got Graham, Collect 75. This time next week, will you be pissed? We've got Tony on the chat here.
Look who you're asking, man. Look who you're asking.
I think it's either Tony gets handed about half a dozen pints as he gets through the door, and then before he even gets to the bar, he's already halfway pissed. Anyways, so.
Oh yeah.
And if anybody's offering, it's a Stella, please, for me.
Absolutely, I will take any Stella, please.
Let's get the ball rolling. I don't know if anyone else is coming on camera. The invitation's there for another couple of people if they want to come on camera, or just stick in the chat.
John, you sound really quiet. I don't know if it's just me or but you sound really quiet.
Do I?
Yeah. How do I sound?
You sound. I can hear you fine, Tony. John, you do hear a little bit muffled.
Muffled.
Yeah, you're a little just a little quiet.
Okay, I don't know why.
Oh,
let's see.
Anyway,
why I prefer headsets.
Well, you see, I'm not on my setup. You see, I'm house sitting, so I've explained this. You should have been here earlier.
No, I can completely accept that because you do a lot of house sitting for your sister, quite a lot.
Yes.
Am I sounding better now?
That's better.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, I've switched to a different mic.
No.
I apologise.
So, you boys ready for next weekend?
Yes, very, very ready.
Oh yes, I've been ready for an entire 3 years for this. Still hard to believe it's been 3 years since we all assembled at the Hilton.
3 years, 6 days, 6 hours, and some change, I think.
Yes, God, 3 years. I put up I don't do Twitter very much, but I thought last night before I went to bed, I put a Twitter post up, just basically just saying, and I added it to Billy and to TFN themselves, and I got about 20 people liked it within a space of overnight. And I'm basically just saying, I can't believe it's, I'm only 6 days away from me and Tony setting off for TFN. Can't believe it's been 3 years since we all kind of assembled at the Hilton, and just said I'm just looking forward to what they've got in store for us, pretty much, and to catch up with people, and which is I think the thing for everybody at the moment this year is that it's just going to be one big catch up, and I think it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be one hell of a blowout for a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely! It's going to be. I think it's just going to be just pure carnage, but the good kind of carnage, You know what I mean?
John.
I think because we've missed each other for so long, it's just going to be pure, unadulterated, fucking, carnage. For the side order of mayhem. And a little bit of anarchy as well.
Oh yes.
So it's going to be, but the good kind of anarchy. I'm not saying we go wreck the place or anything like that, but wreck it in a drinking sense.
Well, there was that. Well, we're sworn to secrecy by Billy not to say this. What Tony did last time, didn't? What won't we, Sam? Remember when, Tony? I don't think he can remember this happening, but he was swinging from the lights at one point, and it almost got TFN shut down. And in order to keep
John, you're telling the story wrong. That was you. I was running through the bar completely but stark bollock naked. Come on, tell the story right. Come on, you were more pissed than I was.
I can actually believe this happened because it's you two. So I can generally believe that.
You've got to stay off those lemonades. They're terrible for you. And Sam, you just fell asleep in the corner.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I remember those. So that is not even an exaggeration either. There has been times where Sam has literally fallen asleep in the bar while people are talking to him.
I don't recall that ever happening, but I'll take your word for that.
I remember it. I've got a bit of a cursed thing where even though I can drink a lot, I'm still well aware of what's going on.
I don't know. It gets to a point where I'm aware at the time, and then later when I try and remember it, it becomes, I believe the technical expression is "fucked off my face." I think is and then don't remember it for days after, and then people tell me, "Hey, you were a dickhead when you're drunk," and I went, "I don't remember it, so it didn't happen." Yay!
Collector 75, Graham. Be good to see you, my friend Graham. I think obviously we've been talking like this. I think he's going to be going.
Yes, Graham. I have that Unicron sticker for you. I completely forgot to send it. I've just been busy at work. I will bring it and give you in person.
Good. Career's a long time, he said.
Oh, it feels like fucking centuries ago.
It does. I mean, it's hard to believe. I mean, like when we were talking, was last night, weren't we? When I called, me and Tony had a phone call between us, and we're basically just talking about TFN and everything, and we're basically saying that it doesn't seem like it's been 3 years, but it has been 3 years. But when you say it like that, it's been 3 years. It's hard to believe that because in a way we haven't really been without the TFN. Yes, we have been without it physically, but we have had the virtual events. So it's kind of like we have had something there at least to do in regards to TFN, like Toy Fu did the virtual stall and all that. And basically, but yeah, it wasn't quite the same. And I said that, I've said it a few times, that the big broadcast events were fantastic. Don't get me wrong, they did a good job of what they did and how many guests they put together for it, and all to raise money for Mary's Meals and all that.
But it wasn't the same, was it? This was not the same.
It wasn't the same because we wasn't experiencing it as a collective of people, as a group of friends. We wasn't there together to share it together, which that wasn't there. And that's what TFN is so special. That's why I think TFN is so special in some ways, or most ways, is because the social interaction wasn't there on the virtual events unless you was part of one of their, like this, Hangouts or something like this, a virtual through a webcam, but it's not the same, in my opinion. I don't know what you two think of that.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. It was nice TFN could have easily not done anything, and just gone, well, there's no convention, so why should we do anything? But even when there's no physical convention, they pulled out all the stops. They got interviews and, like I said, Toy Fu did the virtual store, and I spent a vast fucking fortune on that store, I'll tell you, which I will this year as well. But you must buy from Toy Fu. Everyone that's watching, you must buy something from Toy Fu. All goes to charity. It's all a good cause. So two things happen. One, your collecting obsession gets, you can continue that. And two, it helps, a child get some food. So it's all good, all good. So buy something. Even if it's 50 pence, just put something in to Toy Fu and it's all good. But yeah, no, John, you're right. It was just, the first year, 2020, I'd got some beers and I sat in my dining room, because in my dining room where I do my reviews, you can see my TV in the background, because that's where I've got all my retro consoles all set up. And I put it on there, and I've got my phone on as well with Toy Fu, so I'm watching the two things, and then I've got some Transformers out, put them on the table. It just wasn't the same, I tried to make it but it just wasn't the same. But like you say, hats off to Billy and the rest of the gang who put on two good shows in 2 years. But this year, we'll destroy those because it'll be amazing.
Exactly. What about you, Sam? What did you think of the big broadcasts, if you actually did check any of them out? So I know you wasn't too bothered about them.
I couldn't get into them. I tried. I really tried, but sitting in front of a computer like this isn't the same as being all right, pussycat. isn't the same as, sitting in the Hilton. You know, when
I
you
had to
sat
show
in
you
the
my pussy. I'm
Hilton,
sorry.
when you sat in there, when you sat in the Hilton, when you're walking through the dealer's room, when you sat at a panel, when you're physically there, that's TFN. Being there, sat here like this isn't TFN. I mean, again, full respect to Billy and the team. They did do an amazing job on a virtual event.
Yeah.
But just from my personal perspective, it's the physical aspect of being in a room with people that is TFN.
What you're saying, Sam, is it's not just a thing, it's the place.
Yes, exactly. The place, the people.
I totally get it. It's the place, it's, you know, where everybody gravitates towards. No matter where you are in the world, we all go to Birmingham. We all sit together. Yeah. And it's, like you're saying, about going to the dealer's room and, you know, watching the panels. But it's also about walking up to a random in the corridor and they say, hey, I've seen your YouTube channel, and you're chatting, you're standing there chatting for 10 minutes. Or, you sit in the bar and some random comes up to you and he goes, hey, how's it going? What have you been buying? And you go, well, I've been buying this. And then you're chatting away to somebody. You know, it's all that's brilliant. You know,
and then
somebody brings Cards Against Humanity, and then then it all goes out the window. It's brilliant.
I can give you both an example of what Tony just said of people talking to you about YouTube. So, a few years ago at TFN, I was just stood watching a panel, and out of the corner of my eye, I noticed two lads, young, maybe 16, 17, and both of them kept sort of looking at me and then sort of whispering to each other. And then I heard one of them say, that's that guy, that's Firestorm. That's the guy who knows Nosey and Soundwave. That's him, that's Firestorm. And I thought, so I kind of went over to him and was like, all right, lads, you know me, of YouTube, I suppose. And he went, yeah, we watch your videos, we watch Nosey's, we watch your mate, Soundwave. And just wanted to say that we enjoy your videos. It's great to meet you. And it's little things like that is TFNation. It's just people you've never met, but they know you because of this. Yeah. Even, it could be John, my good friend of many years, with a transformer, and it'd be, so today we're going to do a review on Rune. But first, I don't want to waste any time. Before I decided to do this video, I just wanted to talk about this character, and anyway, I don't want to waste any time. I'll get onto this in a moment. But first, I just want to talk about this character. That knows you go on for like 20 minutes.
Right. These are John's videos. It's 10 minutes, a 15-minute video, 12 minutes of apologising why I ain't done a video for ages, and then 2 minutes of content. Yeah. Whereas me, I just go, hey, I've got this. Let's talk about it. Yeah. You would sushi up long pigs,
I know it's not Transformers, but I love your Star Trek stuff, Tony. I mean, you're very informative.
Well, I need to get back onto that. But like I say, this week I've just not had time. I've been, here. I have got several because, I need to address the whole Eagle Moss situation as well. I'm not going to do it here, but I will do a video about it before TFN. But basically, the company's gone tits up and nobody knows anything, so I need to explain what's going on. But yeah, but the YouTube thing's weird because it's like I've been asked for autographs at TFN. It's weird, and I'm like, we're asking for my autograph. Thew's over there. Go and ask Thew. He's got more subscribers than I have. There's Ben Collectibles as well. Go and ask them. Me, I'm just some twat who talks shit about robots. And a professionally unprofessional way. Yeah.
But you're almost at 1,000 subscribers, aren't you?
Nearly. I've got 717. So get subscribing. Nosy, put a link in. Like, share, and subscribe. Always on the thing. Join my Patreon crew as well. But yeah, it's that being recognised. I've been recognised in town. I've been recognised at work, and the weirdest place I got recognised in the toilets at Spiders. For those of you who don't know, Spiders is a nightclub in Hull. I got, hey, you're Soundwave SG1, ain't you? I'm like, yeah, sometimes, yeah. And then I watch your videos, brilliant. I'm like, Thank you for watching. This is not awkward at all.
Please tell me it was at the time of when you were sick in a was you're at the urinal.
Yeah, you weren't actually having a piss when this guy just walks up to you and said, "Oh,
No, it was literally as I was walking out, he was walking in. It was that kind of, it was like walking. Hey, yes, that's me. Yes,
that would be a very awkward conversation for you. You know, having in the middle of having a piss, and some guys like, "Let's talk about your YouTube channel, mate." Yeah, all right.
I've got to finish my piss first, and I'll put it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just kind of stood there, just kind of like, you know, minding your own business. He goes, "Oh, you're Tony Sonos, you want that?" Yeah, I said.
Although we are talking about pissing a little bit too much. Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of YouTube, I mean, everybody at where I work know I does it now, because I mentioned it to like one of my mates at work. He watched some of my videos, and now half of Primark actually know about my YouTube channel. So I've probably got half of Primark watching YouTube now.
Be careful with that, because I can backstab you. So be careful.
Yes, go very careful. Yes.
Well, I haven't had any issues as of yet.
No, but I mean, even if you say work's been shit, and you know, you've got to be very, very careful.
I don't mention work on my YouTube, mate. That's
you know, you've got to be very, very careful.
I always am. I'm as careful as I can be. You know, sometimes I talk about this complete and utter twat called John Knowles, but that's just, you know, a completely different thing altogether.
I think I know that guy. Yeah. Didn't he owe me £100?
I don't know. Everybody said he's a twat, Turner. You know.
Yeah, he does. He owes me £100. I'm going to send the bodies round.
Yeah, just some guy on YouTube who, you know, he tends to drag on his
for
videos.
10 minutes. Yeah, I know the guy, yeah.
He once made a 2-minute video last an hour, and all he was saying was, "I'll see you all at TFN." It took him an hour to say that.
Right.
Yeah. Hiya, John. Hope you're all right there, mate.
No, there, that's it. There. I'm pointing at the camera.
In my defence, the videos have gotten better. I am editing. Whenever I get on a tangent, I try and edit it down a bit. So.
There was a point.
Tangent, but you've got to. I know what the problem is. You do. It's not a problem, but it's you approach each video as the same thing, and you can't do that. If you're doing a blog video, fine, right? You know, waffle away, because that's what they're there for. But if you're doing a review, you've got to be right. You know, I mean, sorry, I haven't done a video in a while, been at work, blah, blah, blah. Right, here's the figure, and get onto it straight away. You know what I mean? Because I've noticed in my algorithms is if you don't grab them within the first few minutes, they will switch off, right? That's why I've changed my style up a bit, have you noticed, as well? You know, I've gone to the disembodied hand thing, you know, like everybody else on YouTube. But it served me well, and it seems to have got more subscribers from it. I'm not boasting or anything. It's just you've got to see where the money is, essentially, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've gone through phases in the past. Like I did the whole disembodied hand when I first started, and then I thought to go in front of the camera, because the thing is, with in front of the camera, I'm glad that I did go in front of the camera, because Sam knows this and many people know this. You know, I do have issues with you know,
male pattern baldness.
Yeah, there's that. But but no, basically, I do have a bit of like self-confidence problems, and like I don't like how I look at everything. I have problems in that side of things.
Your head is very big.
so
basically, when I started doing videos,
I wouldn't know what baldness is. I don't know what that means.
Anyways, oh, by the way, if anybody's got any spare hair at TFN, please hit me up. I need it.
I don't know what to do with this, you know.
Seriously, man, at the age of 60, you're still going to have all that hair.
Yes.
30 years from now, he's still going to have all that hair.
Well, all I can say, lads, it's a solar panel for a sex god. There we go. I got it in there. Anyway, so let's move on. We've got to catch up with the comments here. We've got a lot of comments. Jinxed. Yeah, I like that name.
To join okay, you could join.
If you are wanting another person to join you, I don't know. It'll work when it should work through mobile as well, because I've done streams through mobile. But if you want to,
I'm on my mobile right now, so
yeah, it works. But anyway, so Jace as well. Oh yes, a story. Okay. Jinxed again. Moral of the story: we're all gonna swing on lights and end by the end of this year, definitely.
Oh yeah, just so you know, do not give Monica any wine. Bad things will happen.
Yeah. Jace.
Yeah. Bad things will happen.
Yeah. I like this, Jace. In the year 2005. It's weird when
In
you...
the year 2005, George Romero released a film that wasn't very good.
What I like about that is what's really strange. Like, when you watch that again, he's like, in the year 2005, it sounds real, like, obviously futuristic, which it was originally back in, like, when the original movie came out was 86. So 2005 was like bloody hell a long way in the future. But now looking at it, we're now at 2022, and you see
17 years ago.
I was like, bloody hell, I was 16 then.
16, get out.
I was 16.
I was 25.
Collect 75 Graham. Trying to find the money to go. Just had 700 repair bill for our car. Yeah, Kit has her money pits, unfortunately. For summer holidays with my son. Save money for that. But I'm addicted to these things not to go. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, saving hasn't been...
sucks, dude.
You know, yeah. I mean, saving money this year has never been very good for me when I go into TFN. I've always struggled trying to get money together, but I've managed to get enough to be able to get through, to be able to like afford to go out for a meal with people, and to get me through the weekend, really.
What I've been doing is every month I've been putting 100 quid aside out my wages, right? Don't sound like a lot, but when, you know, every month it builds up, you see.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yes, I have dipped in here and there, you know, your bus fare and stuff, but mostly I've kept it up. I've kept, you know, on top of it. I've been, you know, selling a few things here and there as well. And I can't remember, somebody asked me, I can't remember who it was, buying all my Transformers trading card game cards, and I can't remember who he was, sorry. You'll have to come up to me at TFN and go, that was me. I'll go, oh, yes, there you go. You know. So yeah, I bought some. The card game isn't very good. I'll admit to that. And yeah, so whoever it was, come see me at TFN somewhere. I'll be in the bar most likely. And that fucking cat shit somewhere. Fucking smell it.
I like that. Just random. Like, I think that cat just had a shit somewhere.
Yeah, sorry, peeps, but I can fucking. It's gross. I can fucking smell it.
Oh, don't worry, I've got 2 cats and all I can smell his cat shit half the time as well. Anyways, so, but yeah, getting back on track. I mean, I managed to get, with what Graham was saying there about that, basically, I managed to scrape a good bit of money together, but also I get paid the Friday off TFN as well.
Oh, you ass.
Yeah, I get paid weekly.
So, you ass.
So, sorry, but I mean, I get paid the Friday, so I've got a little bit of reserve there as well if need be, which has actually worked out quite well.
Also, sorry, John, just to jump in, for those who've never been before to TFN,
yep.
I mean, I've said it in one of my videos, but the temptation to spend your money in the first 10 minutes, all your money in the first 10 minutes, is incredible, right? It's happened to us all. Am I right, lads?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll just on what Tony's saying, if I may, Tony. Obviously, this is going back. Obviously, for anybody who isn't familiar with the history, TFN. Well, there used to be another convention called Auto Assembly, and my very, very first Auto Assembly, I spent a ridiculous amount of money. You know, it was a case of it felt like walking into Candyland. Walked straight into that dealer's hall. I had to buy a big travel suitcase the next day.
Right back, 1 second.
To fit all the stuff in. And John, you can testify to that because you and me did the same thing. The amount of money I spent that first year was insane.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not really planning on spending a huge amount this year, largely because I'm not really going to buy stuff. I will be honest. I'm I'm going to see people, to just be there. I might pick something up in the dealer's hall. I always tend to do, but I'm not really planning on going nuts. I just want to be there with people, chat to people, see how everyone's been, and just enjoy myself that way. I mean, this year for me anyway, it's just about seeing people. And probably buying some stuff, but ultimately I'm just there to see people, really.
Well, that's just it. This just brings us into the next comment by Jay saying friendship is the most powerful thing, people, and it is. It's like the thing is, I don't really see TFN as friends. The people that I've met at TFN, I see them more as like an extended family.
Absolutely, because if you think of it, right,
the vibe you get from it.
Well, if you think of it, TFN is Christmas, right? You see people you don't see all year, or in this case, 3 years. You eat, drink, and be merry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a man that brings toys. Well, several men and women that bring toys. And, it's like Christmas morning. You go in that dealer's room, or you have to buy your own toys, but still, you go into the bar, it's like Christmas fucking day, isn't it?
Yeah, like Sam was saying, I just want to alliterate or video on him with like, when we first went back in 2010 to Auto Assembly, and same with 2011, I still had a bit of that problem with spending too much. But yeah, first timers, there's quite a few part of the people go to TFN group that I've seen going for the first time. And if anybody of those newbies are actually watching this currently, it is very difficult to try and stop your inner child from taking over, and it really is, because when I first walked through those doors, I wasn't expecting it to be as grand as that. And I was just like, holy shit, I've never seen so much stuff, because in Hull, we never had half of that shit. We never had most of the Masterpiece releases. We didn't have any of the current lines out. And
in Hull, it's very hard to get Transformers. You've just got to be lucky and find them in Smith's.
It's hard
Smith's
to get anything
is the
in Hull.
best thing. You little bastard, fuck off.
It's hard to get anything in Hull. Whatever collectible you may want, it's very hard. I mean comics being the exception, because we've got a good comic base in Hull.
But the thing is, though, people are going to be screaming, just get them online, and yeah, there is that. But for me, it's about going to the shop and trying finding the thing that you're after. It's like at TFN as well. You could easily just go. Like TFN, you could easily go, well, I don't need to be there to buy Transformers. I can just get them off Amazon or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same as hunting down something, you know? You know what I mean? You get that much more, especially when you find it and it's the thing you've been after, and you think, you know what, I'm going to wait till I get home to look at this properly. So then you get home and then you sit down and you find, you recoup a little bit and you get it out and you play with it and you just think, this is fucking brilliant. I'm glad I saved that moment for now, you know? So, there's nothing wrong with that TFN when you got 10 minutes to spare, you go back to your room, chill out for half an hour or whatever, and then you get it out and have a look. But that moment where you've waited and then you've got home and then you've sat down and then, it's brilliant.
Just to let you know, Tony, Graham says, oh, and cheers, Tony. So,
no problem, dude.
About that, was it sticker or something?
Yeah, it's the Kingdom stickers.
Oh yeah.
I've got a spare Unicron, but Graham Click 75 ain't got one, so I said I'd give him it, so it's fine.
Okay. Alpha Prime, how you doing, man? He sadly won't be able to come this year, unfortunately. Alpha Prime. I'm hoping some point in the future he can come. He's a great guy, Alpha, and he's a good artist as well. He's does some good art. He actually designed my logo and everything for the channel. Says TFN is all about the people. They did great over the last few years, but nothing beats atmosphere at the event. That is
100% true.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing. It's like I say, it's the atmosphere is almost palpable. You can almost reach out and grab it. It's like a physical thing, and it's hard to replicate. I've been to other conventions. I've been to Star Trek conventions. I've been to Liverpool Comic Con, and it's not the same thing. Because firstly, if you go to modern conventions, it's all fucking Funko Pops. One, right? Two, if you do see a Transformer, it's likely you've already got it because they don't seem to get anything decent. And then 3, at Liverpool Comic Con, you argue with one guy claiming that the classic 06 Bumblebee was the original 1984 Bumblebee.
What?
Yeah.
What? No, seriously.
Yeah, right. Do you know when we went to see Frank and Pete at Liverpool?
Yeah.
Right. I think you were in the queue to see Power Ranger dude. What was he called?
David Johnson.
No,
David Johnson.
no.
Jason David Frank. That's
Frank
it.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, right. And I went, I'll see in a bit, and I wandered around, didn't I? Right. Wandered about, and I saw one Transformer, one pile of crap basically, and it was G1 landmine, the Pretender landmine, missing everything, including an arm, and the bloke wanted 30 quid for it, and I just went like that. Anyway, round where Frank and Pete were, on the far side of the room, there was a row of tables there. And one I picked it up because I've not seen classic packaging at that point in a while. I went, oh yeah, cool, classics, I remember these. But immediately jumped up and went, oh, that's the original 1984 one. I went, well, no, it's not, because this is the 2006 one. Oh, it's the original 84 one. I said, mate, it says 2006 on the back. 1. 2, I'm a collector. I know these things. This is not what you're trying to sell me as. And plus, if I was going to buy it, I ain't now, because you're arguing with me and you're calling me a liar. So see you later.
The thing is, as well, when you're trying to find an authentic G1 toy, it is getting increasingly difficult, isn't it? Because it's like, how many times has the G1 line been reissued over the years?
Well, there's that, yeah. I mean, you can.
The only way you can do that is if it's like a unboxed figure, like loose, and you look underneath it, it says 84, 85, 86 on the bottom.
Well, Optimus Prime is easy because the last few years, apart from the last one, the reissue, the last few years, he's had short smokestacks, so it's an easy tell. One. Plus, you're right, though, those reissues are quite difficult to tell, including, have any of you guys got any of the, the the Chinese G1 reissue knockoffs?
No.
No, I've heard of them.
I've got 2 of them, and they are literally indistinguishable. Right? I've got Sunstreaker and what's he called? Slag. There we go. Can't think of his name. Or Slag. The only difference is that the stickers that come with these things are shit. So straight to Toy Hacks. And my G1, and one of his arms is a little bit loose, but then again, if you get a genuine one, his arm is going to be a bit loose. So, but to me, as a collector who knows what to look for, if you handed me that and said that's the original one, I'd go, okay, it is. You know what I mean? That's how good they are.
Yeah.
Except the reissue of Sunstreaker, though, I opened it up and his arms just bust straight off, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird. But then I got one off eBay. For 10 quid, a G1 complete Sunstreaker missing the spoiler, right? So I just took the spoiler off the reissue and put it on there. Complete. Brilliant.
Yeah. Alpha Prime says buying from Toy Field is like the law of TFN.
It is.
It's not the official law, but
no, it is. It's 100% official. You must buy from Toy Field.
Well, of course. I mean, end of the day, they raise money for Mary's Meals, which is a great cause. The money they've raised is incredible just for selling toys. It's amazing.
I think they've raised over the years they've been doing it, because I think they started 2009 was the first year they did it, and I think they've raised something like 100 grand, nearly something like that.
It's amazing. Because I think was it the last time back in 2019, the last physical TFN, I believe they crash through a milestone amount. Yeah,
it's something like 15 grand or something, nearly something like that.
Yeah,
if I remember rightly.
If anybody, I mean, I'm not going to put it in there because I don't know how few would think about me putting one of his videos in there. But it doesn't need any self-promote. It doesn't need anyone to promote his channel because he's doing well himself. But I don't know if anybody saw the Toy Few video that he did.
Toy Few. There we go.
Few.
Toy Few.
Toy Few. Yeah. So just see that video that he did of just going through, and it was mostly just Dave, the big man Dave Kellogg Prime. Most of his collection that he kind of just donated to Toy Few, and it was like a fifth of the amount just they only showed about a fifth of the amount of what's going to be there. And apparently they're going to have what is it, like 8 tables in total?
Yeah, there's a whole row that's just Toy Fu this year.
That is amazing because originally they had just like one full width, didn't they? Like a full length.
Well, it started as 2 tables, then 3, then 4, then 5. Now, because people either sell them or donate them, you know, they get donations on the day as well. People take stuff to donate there, you know.
Yeah.
Although I think they have enough. If you really want to donate something, I'd go on their Twitter page, ask them. If they say no, then you know they might have enough because I think they do. But yeah, it's I just can't wait to see it. What it's going to be like, you know.
Jinx's reply to you there, Sam. If you want to look at that, unless I think he's too busy looking at Pornhub, to be honest. So Jinx says, Sam said, same Sam. I found it so hard to just get into them, as nothing was the same. It felt like watching a Pulse event, but nothing beats the Hilton.
No,
which is very, very true. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't want to. We're not trying to knock the amount of effort that was put into TFN big broadcast events. We're not. I mean, end of the day, we do understand they had to work with what they had, and they had to try and do something and try and raise some money to keep the convention going.
Yeah.
In things like
the brand awareness one.
Yeah.
And I think, in previous years, I have spammed the airways with my videos for TFN, haven't I? And it's got people engaged. It's made people, you know, either come to the convention, because I've had people come up to me and said, "Oh, I wouldn't have known about TFN if it wasn't for your videos," right? I'm not trying to toot me on it, but what I mean is the brand awareness. If they just went away, I think maybe it, you know, like you were saying, I think it maybe, you know, we wouldn't be going this year as well. But I think us YouTubers that do these videos regular, and we generate the buzz, we generate things, and people who haven't done videos in ages will come out and do a TFN video, you know. You know what I mean? And it's lovely to see. And one of the reasons why I do it is because do everybody remember Isle of Mess?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ray. Love his videos. He used to do them, right?
George and Ray doing videos.
Yeah, I know, back in the old days.
Yeah.
But he used to do videos. He started wearing the green, it must mean, and always assembly video and all that. And when he stopped doing videos, and I'm looking around, nobody was doing them. I thought, you know what? I'll do it. I'll carry this on. But it does generate buzz. It does generate interactions with, you know, us YouTubers and people in general. You know, they get excited. We get excited because as soon as they cancelled 2020, I just went, that's it. I ain't doing any videos. I did one video saying it was cancelled. That was it. I didn't do any for the big broadcast because my heart wanted it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, I'm not there, so what's the point, you know?
Yeah.
But this year, I've tried to come back in full force. It's not been quite as many videos as I was like, but because I've got a new job now and I've got more hours, I ain't got time to scratch me on ass at the minute, you know?
Well, yeah.
And then when I've got time off, I've got to do regular uploads on my channel, you know, and then play video games, you know, and just enjoy my one day off until I go back to work again. You know what I mean? And then Sundays I'm usually hungover, so you know. So I'm trying to, like I said, I've uploaded a video today. It's been not flashy or anything. It's just quick and dirty up and stuff like that. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. So
we may be getting Chris Evans on the chat in
America's ass himself. Nice.
But and let's just get back on track with the chat here because we're bloody hell. There's a lot of conversation back and forth, and we're up to 10 views. This is the most I've ever had on a stream. Anyway, so
Black Zarek,
Tony got Black Zarek and I spoke to him in the corridor about it, but I had to rush off to get Stalker. I love those moments. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there has been some really humble, really lovely moments with just meeting people like have recognised me through these videos. I mean, I make videos. I enjoy making videos. Always have. But I don't really. I don't think I quite realise until I'm at TFNation, and I start getting recognised by people I've never heard of, I've never met before, and it's just that really humbling feeling of like the words, the encouraging words, the messages that I've had from people, like simply just saying, "I love your videos." That like my vlogs, for instance, I did like daily vlogs through like lockdown and everything, and I got a lot of encouraging people saying, like for instance, from a vlog channel saying that, you know, Chris is here actually. Let's bring him in. Is he there? No. Is he? Hey, Chris.
Hello.
You're a little bit jerky, mate.
I was there. Greetings from Wales.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Oh, I think we lost him.
How are we?
Oh, good.
I'm good. I'm very good.
Yeah, we can just see your face freezing in a grin. Quite creepy.
Very, very odd expressions you're pulling. It's kind of, you kind of go. Oh, I think we've lost him. Dude,
Hey.
I think you might have to go mic only because you're just jacking all over the place.
Can I do that? Edit mic settings. No.
The
No, I
signal's
can't do it.
full, so I don't know.
We can hear you. Your videos all over the place.
Yeah, you're very jerky. You're very, very jerky, and I can hardly hear you. Breaking.
Goddamn 22nd century technology.
Try it with just the audio, mate. It might work better.
Yeah, just do it audio only if you can. I can't do it on my side. He's gone. I'll remove him for now and I'll keep an eye on him. But yeah. So basically, like I was saying about, yeah, you know, getting encouraging messages, and it is very humbling when I get those messages, and I just think, I make these videos, and I just don't realize of just how much how much they've helped people in certain ways and get them through certain situations, and talking about. Is he back in? Hello, Chris. Sounds like you're breaking wind.
Am I breaking wind?
There we go. We can hear you now.
I've got America's ass itself.
That's good. Just to let you know, yeah, I've requested an upgrade on my room. I should have access this again, so free drink between 6 and 8.
Nice.
That sounded great. I like you.
Excellent.
You won me over with free drink.
I should have an executive room this year, so it'll be free drink.
Excellent. Yes. Free drinks for all. Excellent. Nice. So yeah, it's gonna be fucking carnage. It's gonna be amazing.
Yes. So my
cat
will be floating about.
Hello. We've got dead air, lads.
Hello.
Chris, you keep breaking up. You have to go get connected to a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it could be a mobile data, not
yeah.
When it's
breaking up.
Oh, you could be in a dip.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad, dude.
Yeah,
we can always add you in a bit. Get some Wi-Fi. We'll add you back in.
I'm outdoors.
That's what I mean. You're real jerky and breaky uppy.
I'm hoping you are indoors, because if you was outdoors, because if you was indoors and there's all that wind around, I think you might need to see a doctor about it.
Lad, I'll check myself off because I'll say this is going to kind of.
No worries. We'll catch you in a bit. If you can get home and get on to your Wi-Fi, we'll let you back in.
Yeah, definitely. There we go. We might have another guy, Jinx, I think might want to come in as well. I'll see if I can get him in.
So yeah, as you were saying, yeah, I think I didn't do particularly well during the lockdown. Not being able to go and do the things I like just go to Spartans and get drunk. I mean, yes, I am immature like that, but I do like a few drinks on a Saturday night, especially on a shit week at work. You like a few drinks, but we couldn't do that. I couldn't even go to Smith's and buy Transformers. I had to rely on Evil Bay, which was not fun, but I did get a few bargains during the old lockdown. I got G1 Rodimus Prime for like 20 quid, complete with instructions. Which was nice. What else did I get? I got G1 Hardhead as well, but it's missing, the flap that keeps his strength and that's come off. So if I can find a Junker body at TFN for that, I'll be happy. But yeah, I got some. It was just a weird thing that, wasn't it? The whole lockdown business. It was just. I have issues with that, but I'm not going to go into them here.
Yeah, best not to, mate.
No, but I didn't do very well at all during the lockdowns. Sent me a bit fucking daft, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who did that too.
No, you could safely say that it had a negative effect on the entire population.
Oh yeah.
And it's beginning to show.
And I don't think they factored that in.
No.
Either. But anyway, I'm not getting into that now.
Let's move on to something else.
Let's move on, shall we? Yes. Let's move on to positive things like.
Yeah.
Okay. Question for you both.
Mm-hmm.
Question for you both. Sorry to hijack you, John, but question for you both. What was the best purchase you ever made in the dealer's room? Like, not in terms of how much you spent or the latest thing, just that one thing that you never thought you'd ever see, and you went, fucking hell, that's it, it's mine. What was your best purchase?
A mint condition, never opened, original Dinobot.
Ooh, okay.
And that I got it signed as well.
Nice.
And that's the pride of my collection.
I'm trying to think of what mine could be. I think probably because one of my personal holy grails, I wanted to get myself one of the Galaxy Convoys, which is Cybertron Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And I managed to pick up both of the variants. I got the one with red and black. And
that's the Galaxy Force one. The Hasbro one is the more Optimus Prime traditional colours one.
I managed to pick up both for like 30 quid a pop.
Nice.
I know we're complete as well.
That I still maintain that Prime is one of the best Primes I've ever done.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Because it's everything you want in a Transformer. It's big, it's chunky, it's clunky, it's got some fantastic ratchet joints on it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking like this tall and this wide when you got the wings and that on the back. It's fucking a brilliant figure.
I miss chunky bots and I miss
ratchet and that thing, brand new, right? I think that was a leader class back in the day, or was it still mega class? I'm not sure. I can't remember. That thing was about 40 quid, I think. At retail, or maybe 50 quid at retail. That thing now would be like 100 quid.
Yeah.
But my best purchase, as everybody knows, if those of you watching who don't know, was original G1 Black Zarek.
I have never seen you so bloody happy, mate. That day, you were literally dancing down a corridor, clutching it to your chest.
Well, the thing is, though, right? And I'm going to tell a story. For those who've heard it before, I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell a story for those who haven't heard it. Right? Black Zarek was one of those figures that I'd never seen before, never in the flesh. I've seen pictures on the internet and stuff like that, and I've never seen one. In 2010, Was it 2010? Yes, it was 2010. The Mapes brothers had the display at the Auto Assembly that year of all the Japanese-only Transformers, right? All the G1 Japanese. So you had Black Zarek in there, Brave Maximus, the Dino King, Leo, what do I call him? Road Caesar, and the Japanese combiner, what's he called? Breast Force, all them, right? Name escapes me. What's he called? He's going to piss me off now.
I'm not massive familiar with...
I can't remember. The fucking Japanese, the Breast Force, Leo, Victory Leo and all them. And I saw it in there and I'm like, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I know it's got GPS and all that. So anyway, and I thought, I'm never, ever, ever going to get one. It's just one of those things that it'll just never get to me, right? So cut to 2018 when Thew did a video, I think it was the first video I did, and Nick Davidson is up in his unboxes, and then Thew described it as like seeing a unicorn, right? When he saw Black Zarek, right? Because that one in that video is mine now. It's in my house right now from that video. And I went, ooh. And then I asked Nick Davidson how much he wanted for it, and he quoted me a price. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but he quoted me a price, and then it's a bit much, right? So nobody bought it, right? And I thought, well, it's been close, and I was going on about it in videos 2018. I'll get Black Zarek. It will be mine. Oh, yes, it will be mine, all that. And I didn't get it because it was too expensive. But that year, I bought Star Saber instead. So I saved some money and bought myself a Star Saber, complete in box, which was nice. Cut to 2019. Nick Davidson approached me in the bar on I think it was the Friday night, and he said, we still got that Black Zarek if you want it. I went, oh yeah. And he dropped some money off it for me, and I went, yeah, mine, sold. Do not put it out on display. It is mine, right? He goes, well, we're going to have to put it on display for a little bit. And I went, okay, that's no problem, but it's sold, yeah? And he goes, yeah, okay. So anyway, cut to, I think it was 2 or maybe 3 o'clock on the Saturday, goes into the thing. I went, got to pay the money for it now. And I bought it. Well, actually, I'm stood there, and I'm looking at it, and Lindsay behind me is going, do you want him? I'm going, yes. Do you need him? Yes. Are you going to buy him? Well, it's still expensive. And she goes, well, if you don't buy it, I will. I went, no, you can't buy it, no. And I got my wallet out and threw him the money, and he became mine. But it was the way it was packaged up, which was amazing. Becca held it in her arms like the baby Jesus, like waiting to descend from heaven almost. And then Nick Davidson wrapped it up, put it in a bag, and I just went like that. And just skipped out of the dealer's room, straight into the bar. But I kept getting stopped by people. Well, I stopped in front of people. Went, look what I've got! Look what I've got! Not I want bragging that I've got it. It was just the fact that I have achieved my life goals. I don't know about anybody else. You know what I mean? It was like, so it was just like, I can't believe I own a Black Zarek, you know? And he's now stood next to my Scorponok on my shelf at home. He needs the dust, but he's stood on my shelf. And when people go, oh, did you see the new Black Zarek? I went, yeah, I got an LG one, so I'm fine. So yeah, and that's the story of Black Zarek. And I just went through the bar and showed everyone it. And I was, look at him, guys, I'm so excited. You know, so that's it. He's my boy, and he stands next to my G1 Scorpio. So yeah, that's the story of Black Zarek.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we have a guest going to be joining us. We've got Jinx coming into the video. Hopefully he's there if it works.
Hopefully we don't have another dodgy connection.
The spinning wheel of death. There it is.
Are we the only 3 people who are actually using Wi-Fi at the moment?
Yes.
It almost seems like it.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock already.
So
now, in a week's time, now would be, I think, we'll be well into ClubCon by now, and I think we'll be into the main event, I think, of ClubCon. Roundabout now, I would think.
Yeah.
So, I think I know what it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I know what it is.
I have some theories, but it's purely speculation.
Well, again, this is speculation, but it's a theory that happens to fit the facts, right? I don't know for sure. This is just, what I've been able to ascertain based on the available evidence. One, they've released the schedule and it says Beyond Evil and then a bit and then Beyond Good and then Beyond Your Mildest Imagination, which is the tagline for Transformers the movie, right?
Yep.
And I think it's something to do with Transformers the movie, right? Well, clearly from that it is. But also, interestingly enough, Ron Friedman popped up all over Facebook saying he'd written a script for a second Transformers the movie, and he was looking to start a Kickstarter to see if he can get it made. With I believe he wanted the original as much original voice cast he could get, in the original G1 style. And I'm like, yes, make this happen. I mean, could that be the script they maybe be reading out? Who knows? I don't know for sure. This is just a speculation. So please, Billy, do not kill me if I've guessed it right. It's just a guess, that's all. Well,
we can only speculate. I mean, end of the day, sometimes speculating on something, you hit the nail on the head sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I'm very excited to see what they've got in store for, especially during ClubCon, because that's when ClubCon is usually when they kind of what the big things that they've managed to put together that they give us, like that time when they did the put together that Transformers animated, was it season 4?
Yeah, the script reading for that, yeah, great.
That was amazing when they got like Tom Kenny, they got
Corey Burton. See, does anybody remember my video from that year when Dave did that real weird? He just went, he holds up Cerebros and goes like that. And I'm like, okay. And I went backwards and I checked the voice actor. I'm like, okay, it's not him. But then Spike's voice, which is the head of Cerebros, voiced by Corey Burton. And Corey Burton's got something to do with it. And I was correct, That was good, that video, actually. I had fun trying to work out what he was planning,
Yeah.
I think we need to do more of that, TFN, because that was great. I enjoyed trying to find out what they've got in store for us, kind of, researching it and finding out and coming up with my own clue, finding all the clues. Do some more of that, please. That'd be great. More clue hunting.
All right, let's have a look. See, let's get back on track with these because we're a bit behind on the chat here. So, right, Jess. He says, I'm going to be there next year, all being well.
No. You will be there next year. No ifs, buts, hows, or whys. We'll find out where you live and we will drag you there. So, no excuse.
Jess says, slag, hot rod. What? Slag, hot rod.
Right. I'm going to pop a link up in the chat. And I want you both to check the link because this might actually be this is probably something to do with what's planned for ClubCon.
We've got the man himself. Billy's actually watching.
Leo Kaiser, thank you, Billy. That's the way I couldn't think of the name.
We've got the man himself. Billy is actually in the chat, man. It says
yes.
Leo Kaiser. So Leo Kaiser must have been a pickup of his.
No. Leo Kaiser was the combiner I was trying to remember the name of earlier.
Oh, right. I get you now. Sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't think. Leo Kaiser, yeah.
And then he says,
which I would really like, but I don't want to pay the £600 that most people are asking for it. But
And Billy says, I never actually kill.
No, he just kind of kills. Actually, no, that's wrong, Billy. You do. You kill it at TFN. You see what I mean? You kill it.
Yeah. But I remember one time where I got the dreaded finger of doom from Billy. This was at an art assembly.
Billy's finger of doom.
This was at it was art assembly. I think it was like maybe the year before it. Maybe in like my second or third year. Maybe 2012. And and basically, I was just minding my own business, just in the dealer room, and I don't know if I was talking to somebody or just chilling out or just taking in the scenery. I don't know what was happening at the time, can't remember. And then all of a sudden, I just see Billy in the corner of my eye, and then I look, and he just goes, "Jose," I just go, "What have I done? What?" He goes, "Nolsey, fire escape! You're blocking the fire escape!" Oh, sorry. I still remember that. That always cracks me up. Oh man. And he says, "Evening, fellas."
Evening,
Mr. Billy. How's it going?
We'll
get to see you in a week. Woo!
We'll get to see you very soon, my friend, and no doubt you're still incredibly busy. And thank you for taking the time to just come and hang out with us for a little bit, man. If you want to come on camera, if you've got time, you're more than welcome to. Get the main man himself in and start asking him questions, start prodding him. But anyway, so let's get back on track. So I've got Smizner in the chat. Hey, dudes.
Dave, how's it going?
Can you pick one favourite moment from any based con?
Time-based con.
Time-based con. I don't know what I'm
yeah. Pick a moment. I think I did. Black Zarak, I think. Oh, no. Actually, just bear with me. I'm going to cough. Hang on. I think another good memory for me was 2019 again, is when I ring you both up and I ask you where you are, and you went, "Oh, we're just leaving Donny." And then I was with Lindsay, and we went, "Oh, we're here already." Right?
Yeah, this was at about 10 o'clock,
Lindsay chuckle,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Right? I was already there because we come in the car. Lindsay can't make it this year. It's a long story. I'll explain it later. So we go into the bar. So I'm going to wait for Nick anyway. So he's going to be at least. He told me at least, I think 5 o'clock. He was getting there. So anyway, I was waiting for Nick because I was sharing the room with him. And we go into the bar. I get a pint, right, and I hear this deep American voice yell, "Tony!" And I turn around, and there the man himself, Mr. Pete Spellos, was there. And, you know, he gave me the biggest bear hug ever, which he did. Best hugs in the world, but of Pete Spellos. And introduced him to Lindsay and stuff like that. And then Lindsay got really excited because she goes, "Oh my God, I've met a famous person." I went, "Yep." And so they, I think it was Billy and Katrina and a few other people sat around, and they went with Pete somewhere. And then as we sat in the bar, I look over and Greg Berger's sat over there, and he's on his phone, and he's like this, and he puts his phone away, and as he looks up, our eyes sort of meet at the same time, and he goes, "Like that," and I go, "Like that," back. So he comes over, got a great hug, and he was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And it was just brilliant. And then this is my little lady, this is Lindsay, and she's like, "Oh my God, a big grim look." I went, "I know, right?" This is while you were still just coming out of Donny, by the way, lad.
There's another TF. I've got a moment, and Sam, I think you were with me at the time, actually. Do you remember the guy who was the voice of bloody hell, the grey guy from like Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Sideswipe,
yeah.
Actor of Sideswipe. I've forgotten the guy's name now.
Is it Anthony Zulago?
No. No, there was 2 voice actors for him. I think it was the guy from Revenge of the Fallen voice actor, and then he was a different voice actor for Dark of the Moon for the same character. Forgotten the guy's name, but anyway, so he was a guest of honor that year. The voice of Sideswipe from Revenge of the Fallen, and I was just in the bar, minding my own business. I was with Lizzie that year, and with Sam, and so yeah, basically just chilling out, and then all of a sudden, this guy comes up to me. He never met the guy ever in my life, and he says, "You're nosy, aren't you?" And I went, "I am, yeah." And I thought, is this going to be like a punked thing? Am I being filmed from a distance or something? And then he goes, "You're famous," and I went, "I'm famous. You're the guest of honor." And he just went, he just kind of was like, he's like, "No, I know you. I watch your videos. I love your videos." And I was like, "Oh my God," kind of thing. And then he just kind of, I was just in this moment of like, "Is this real?" And then he starts saying, "I absolutely love you." And he says, come by my table tomorrow, because I've got something I want to give you and tell you." I went, "Okay." So I went to him the next day at his table, and he gave me a hug. And I went, "Elsie, give me a hug." And then he just went, "Oh, by the way," because I remember, because I did a like. Do you remember when people they used to do videos saying like my like?
Your mic's cracking, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Am I sounding all right at the moment?
No.
No?
You have
sound
had
like-
that microphone a long time, mate.
And you're
No.
crackling up as well, Sam. You sound like you're both loading a Sinclair's ZX Spectrum up.
Is that better? Maybe my speakers are too loud. Am I sounding better now?
Sounding worse, actually.
Am I?
Yeah.
Sound fine to me.
No, you sound the same, Sam.
No, I don't know then. As long as I'm here, you can hear me to a degree. I can't really do much about it. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so basically I went to his table the next day, and basically I remember kind of like I did a video and I was talking about like basically feeling a bit anxiety about certain things because of a mistake I made with Greg Berger. Because I brought too much stuff to get signed, and I kind of it was like early on in my going to these conventions. Oh, he's gone.
Tony's gone. Yay!
Yay! Tony's gone. Anyway,
Let's celebrate.
So
Bring out the party. Tony's left. We can all have fun.
we can actually get a word in now. We love you, Tony, really. But anyway, hey, Tony's back. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I mean, the internet just kicked out for a second. Sorry, lads.
that's all right. But like I was saying, so basically I did a video and I was saying about Greg Berger. Basically, he commented on one of my videos, basically, and I didn't realise it was actually him. I thought it was somebody pretending to be him at first. And basically, the video is that basically I took too much stuff to get signed one time, and I was trying to do it all at once, and I thought I kind of pissed him off a little bit. And I got a bit of anxiety that year, and it was the year when Greg Berger came back again, when it was TFN. And so basically, I just said that in a video. I can't remember what it was about. I think it was like do's and don'ts or something like that kind of video. And so basically, I went to the voice facade swipe. I went to his table as he asked, and he basically just gave me a hug, and he just whispered into my ear, "Oh, by the way, Greg Berger says hi." And I just went, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Holy shit, Grimlock himself." That was a good moment, and also the Stan Bush concert is another standout moment.
That was
amazing.
That was incredible. That was probably that has to be. I've seen my share of concerts, but the energy at that concert was truly amazing.
Oh, it was absolutely palpable, wasn't it?
You can never recreate that. That was one of the best nights at TFNation.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Well, the energy in that room was like it was just. It was like I say, you could feel it. It was just something else, you know.
I'm sorry, Tony, but Billy's spoken. It's you, Tony. Everyone sounds fine to us. I'm sorry.
Yeah. God, laugh it up, fuzz both. Oh no, wait, you haven't got any fuzz, have you?
No, like I said, solar panel will get sex god man. There we go. But yeah,
I'm gonna paint a target on it just so you know when you fall asleep.
I never fall asleep. I'm usually
Sam does
though. You fell asleep one year because you've been up all night with Gerard, and that 1 year later on in the day, I have got a picture of you sat on your bed in the hotel room, literally legs crossed, hands on your knees, and you just.
Oh,
No, but he knows it.
Oh yeah.
It's literally like he's meditating, but he's not. He was dead out. He was asleep.
Well,
That's all right. One year, I was sharing with you, John, one night, and you were asleep. I'd got up in the night, had a drink of water, and gone back into bed. Him, fast asleep. Second to loudest snore I ever heard. That's another story. I'm not going to get into that now. But the second loudest snorer in the universe, right? I thought Godzilla was ready to destroy Japan. Kind of loud, right? And then you did this, John. You went, and that was it. Just silent. I went, holy shit, he's dead. I went, holy fuck, he's fucking dropped dead. I'm like, how am I going to hide a body? Where's your pig farm around here? And then he went, up for that. It's bad. So yeah, that was. I'm like a moment of like, holy shit, he's fucking dead.
I remember when I also I almost killed oh fucking hell, I'm forgetting names now. My head's gone dead.
Well, you haven't got any hair to protect your brain cells, have you, anymore?
Yeah, fucking hell. Basically, the guy who's always with Chris Evans, he always shares with him.
Oh, Matthew Grant.
Matt, thank you, Matt Grant. I apologise, Matt, if you're watching, for forgetting your name, Matt. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so yeah, I almost killed him with a fart once.
What?
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, basically, I was sharing with Chris and everyone, and Matt and that, and basically, I just kind of like adjusted myself during the night, and I let kind of a silent but deadly out, and I just didn't think much of it. Then all of a sudden, I didn't realize everybody was kind of awake, roughly in between, kind of still awake. It was pitch black. I thought everyone was asleep. Then all of a sudden, basically, Matt was on the floor. And then all of a sudden, I just hear, oh, for fuck's sake, Matt. And I just started bursting out laughing. And Matt's just like, like, what the fuck was he? And I was like, sorry, I didn't realise it was that bad.
Dude.
Oh, man. That was funny. Anyway,
No.
they got me back for that, though. They took a picture of me when I was kind of like half naked and started like showing it around everybody.
Nice. Well, there's an image that's never going to go out of my head. Oh my god.
I had underwear on.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
Chris Evans is in the chat as well, because obviously for some reason he's bad. But anyway, let's try and bring Jinx in, but it's still not working. I don't know what's up with Jinx.
So yeah,
he's trying his hardest to get in on this, but it's not working out.
Yeah, I mean, there's some absolute corking stories at TFN. I mean, I won't tell us if you. There's a story that involves Mr. Wallace. I'm not going to go into it here because there are extenuating circumstances. But if you know the story, that is a hilarious incident.
There we go. Thanks, Billy. Andre Sugaluzo.
That's the fella.
Thank you, Tony. Billy.
They can't get our names right. Jesus Christ, son.
I know. I'm bad tonight. I apologise. And Billy says, "Look at the value I'm adding here." And then Jay says, "John's farts that bad? Must be fucking."
Yeah, if you would actually light it, Chernobyl.
Yeah, speaking of John and toilet matters.
Oh, John please don't. No.
John once blocked an entire toilet in a hotel.
Oh, dude.
The worst thing was, the toilet couldn't be flushed.
Are we going to need to inform the front desk of this?
He had really bad diarrhea, and he effectively blocked the toilet, and he couldn't physically flush. And he comes back out of the toilet, and he says to me, "Don't open the toilet lid." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Oh, you don't want to know." And the worst thing was, we had to leave the toilet. And the next day, as we were leaving the hotel room, this little old cleaning lady comes along to clean our room. And all I'm thinking about, this poor lady just going to go in there, lift the lid of the toilet, and hell will be revealed.
We can't take you anywhere, can we?
I have no idea what she would. I'm surprised if she didn't scream a life away. Good God, that would have been an awful sight.
It wasn't my fault. It was the worst, slowest freaking toilet system in the world.
Jesus.
And also, there was some dodgy food. I must have eaten something dodgy, and it just didn't agree. Oh man, okay, now I needed that. Okay, now you're killing me.
I don't know.
It says they should call John Lego.
Lego?
I don't know what that means. Jinx, these tales are like something out of Monty Python. They might as well be out of Monty Python, these tales, definitely, Jinx. Oh, man. So, well, let's get on to the next segment. So, let's talk about the current 2022 TFN, because I've not really spoken much about this year's event so far. We've been here nearly an hour and a half. So, let's go to you, Sam, because we've barely spoken, because Tony's kind of taking over the whole thing. But anyway, we love you, Tony, really.
You're fucking better,
though. Right, so, is there any panels you're looking forward to checking out this year, Sam, when you finally get there?
I think, to be fair, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is ClubCon. It's the night. What's going to happen in the ClubCon? That's what I'm really, because as Tony said, looking at the breakdown of it, I think G1 film related, something's planned regarding that. I'm looking forward to that. Another thing I am really looking forward to is the opening ceremony.
Well, the opening ceremony is always good. And like seeing what the intro's like as well, because they always do those really cool intros.
Because J-Han did the music last year. It was fucking brings a tear to my eye when I saw that.
Yeah, it was good. Is there any panels you actually going to go to? Obviously, Gary Chalk. You must go to see Gary Chalk.
Well, yeah, I'll go to Gary Chalk's, and I must admit it's a bit. I find it a bit weird in a way, because correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the last time we all saw Gary Chalk would have been 2010, wouldn't it?
Yep. 12 fucking years ago.
Yeah, and I just think it's so bizarre. 12 years later, he's back, and it's the first TFN after 2 shit years. Yeah. So it's bloody great to have him. Absolutely great.
What I'm looking forward to is seeing Gary do his music, his bluegrassy stuff, because
he did that back in 2010 as well.
He did, and I missed it. And the reason I missed it is because me, Dave, Chris McFeely, Jeff, Nick Roche, and Derek J. Wyatt, God rest his soul, we all went to the Chinese. You know, the all-you-can-eat Chinese? We went down there, so I missed it. So I'm looking forward to seeing it this year. And during lockdown, actually, Gary did some live streams of him doing the thingy. And as soon as I popped up and he went, "Hey, Tone," and I was like, "Hey, guys." So, I'm really looking forward to that, actually. Yeah, it should be a good laugh, that.
Yeah. Oh, will be.
No, absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, that I'm looking forward to. Again, ClubCon, all of it. I'm looking forward to all of it. I can't, there's nothing that sticks out that I must go there first. I want to do everything. I'll do it all,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm very much looking forward to all of it. But the main thing I'm really looking forward to is the social interaction.
Boom.
The social interaction for me. I mean, end of the day, it's a Transformers convention. We go there for the toys, which is the thing, obviously. It's a Transformers convention, toys. But for me, my main focus this year is just to catch up with people I haven't seen for like 3 years. And unfortunately, this year, some of those people aren't going. I know Smizno, I don't think that Smizno and Em aren't going. Some people that I really wanted to catch up with aren't able to go. But, and also some people that were going to go for the first time aren't able to go either. So it's, I've never been before, basically. That they can't go this year either. But so that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, it is that.
But at the same
right
time,
now,
there's going to be plenty of people there that I can hopefully catch up with.
I mean, I get it. I mean, there is a cost of living crisis and all that going on in the UK, and the trains are on strike and all that. And yeah, I get it. Not many people can go this year. I mean, I was going anyway. Even if I had 50 pence in my wallet, I'd still be there this year. You know, I can't. I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't be there. You know, this year after 2 years. You know what I'm like. I get excited for this thing, because I'm not going to go into it here, but it has got me through some bad times, and you know, and without it, I don't know what would become of me, if that makes sense. You know, but I totally get it right why people can't make it this year. It's just one of those things. It's just, you know, maybe timing, maybe, you know, a lot of people lost their jobs during the lockdown and they've not been able to find one. I totally get it. I totally understand. But, you know, we'll see next year. You know, start saving now, we'll see you next year.
Without a shed of a doubt, hopefully next year it'll work out better. But yeah, unfortunately, Jinx won't be able to make it in. It looks like everybody's having issues with their broadband or their connection tonight. It's one of those things, unfortunately, especially when you're on the move. Sometimes you get like a dip in signal, don't you, when you're walking around and that.
Yeah.
So Jinx has said, like the rest of you, I'm really looking forward to Gary's musical concert, also Lindsay's panel. As I loved her as a leader, I would say she was one of the more standout voice actors on that series. I'm not going to go into shitting on that as much, because obviously us three, this is our opinion. We're not a big fan of the Netflix series.
No.
But anyway, end of the day, each to their own. You know, a lot of people will be going there because she did a good job actually. Lindsay did a great job voicing the leader.
Yeah, she was the one few voice actors in that was really good.
Yeah, it's a shame really because I'll just say this quick thing about it is that there was a very, 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 very good, very capable voice cast behind that, but I just think maybe it was the voice director wasn't very good. And to get the best out of them, basically. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I mean, and also it says also the writing panels is going to go too, as I'm a writing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's on there. Yeah.
Let me just give me a second.
Oh, well, that's killed the conversation. Well done, lads.
I'm sorry about that. I just got a message from Billy. I don't know if Billy might be coming in.
Oh, cool.
Maybe, I don't know.
Hide the GoBots.
GoBots. Oh, GoBots. Some good ideas, but I mean, don't get me wrong, I did like Crasher. I thought she was a great character. But other than Crasher, you know, and the fact that when they change into vehicle mode, they have the visible head syndrome. And it's just like, did you not think... I know the toy has that and some Transformers have that, but they did not, like in Transformers, did not think of just covering that up. But, you know... Because I think this is the reason... Right. I think this is the reason why Transformers succeeded back in the 80s where GoBots failed, right?
Yeah.
Because the GoBots figures are great little figures, right? I'll never knock the figures. They are, because I've got loads of them. They're really nice little figures and cheap as well. They're all die-cast metal. You know, they're all great little simple figures. But you know, I think the reason why Transformers succeeded is because they all had character. You know,
Yeah.
they all had, you know, like Thundercracker, for example. He's got powers. He can create powerful sonic booms. He can shoot, you know, whatever weapons he's got. He's not quite sold on the whole Decepticon thing, but his fear of Megatron keeps him in line, you know, and that sort of thing, you know. Whereas GoBots, you pick up a figure and it says, but then again, the names, right? Thundercracker, Skywarp, Soundwave, Bluestream, Jazz. Whereas GoBots, you've got Cop Tour, Psykill, you know, and, you know, Fightor. Come on, lads, you know what I mean? And it was just a name. It was a name on a card on a figure. That was it. And there was no, you know, character there, no powers. Well, he can shoot anti-proton beams, or he can use holograms, or he can teleport himself. You know, there's none of that in GoBots. I think that's why I think the show was, you know, wasn't as good as Transformers was, and the toys as well.
Yeah. Well, I never really gravitated towards the GoBots. I mean, I have been thinking about picking up the toys because obviously they were made by Tonka, wasn't they? I think.
Oh yeah, the toys are great. Don't get me wrong, the toys are actually really good figures. But you know, because in Japan there were mechs like Diaclone was.
They meant to be kind of
the Japanese love a mech, don't they?
Meant to be kind of like piloted by humans, wasn't
yeah,
they?
basically like you know, like Gundams essentially.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, when it came to, I mean, GoBots is a silly name. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Machine Robo sounds cool, but too bad. Just be glad we're not in Australia. We're called Machine Men in Australia. You know, so and then you've got like GoBots, or you've got Transformers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then the name sticks better.
Yeah, it does. Transformers. You know, I mean, I'm glad they went with that, and I'm glad they didn't go with the old Muffy and the Mysterians. Remember Chris McFeely's video during the big broadcast?
Yeah.
When he's on about the Mysterians and that? And it's like, thank Christ they didn't go that way with it.
Well, lads, we are bringing Billy in.
Hey,
Billy, how you doing?
Billy.
How are we doing, everyone? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello.
How's it going, boss man?
All good, mate. All good. It was a bit weird. I was just finished what I was doing, saw this pop up, and I was like, cool, come say hello to the fellas. So thanks for doing the stream. It's cool. It's good to see people excited for the con after 3 years.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It's hard to believe it's been coming 3 years since we all was at the Hilton. It's just I can't believe it's been that long.
it's mental. I don't want to derail too much here because I'm very much on your podcast, whatever you want to call it. So stream, that's the word. So I won't stay for too long. But from our point of view, it's really weird because we've had the same 3 years of you guys not seeing our mates.
Yep.
But we've had to work on this every day to keep it going. So it's mental. It's a bit like planning a wedding that never comes. Only now it's finally, hopefully, coming next week. So
yeah.
So we'll see. It'd be good to see everyone. That's the
absolutely. Main. I can't wait. I'm just going to give you all a big wet, liquory kiss. So just so you know.
Oh Jesus God!
One at a time, hopefully. I mean that could get messy otherwise.
Well, yeah, that's true. But so how you been? How's things? And are you stressed and ready for TFN?
It's weird. Everyone always asks that. I don't really do stressed. I look it when I'm running around, maybe, but it's not that. It's like I said, it's a bit like planning a wedding. He says, as an unmarried person who has never planned a wedding, so actually has no clue. It's just like, you know that there are certain things that need to happen, and you know your timing, so you got to run around. But no, it's cool. It's right now. It's actually a bit weird because I'm good to go, now, but got a few days to wait. So. Yeah, we'll say excellent at the end. Let's make sure it works first.
Oh, it will. It will. Of course it does. I mean, of all the conventions I've been to over the years, TFN is the only one that says the cosplay will start at 8 and it starts at 8. You know, usually you go to these things and the cosplay starts at 8 and then it's 9:40 before it starts. You know, there's always some delay. But you guys are on fucking time.
Well, Tony, you just jinxed it now.
If anything bad happens, we blame
TFNation. I'll be rushing around going, 8 o'clock, get out, go on, just go.
let's just say he's just going to be getting the finger of doom from Billy.
Right, I heard that story, and I don't remember the finger of doom, but like, I want it on a T-shirt now. That sounds like a thing, you know.
Yes, we do. Billy's
I'm not
finger of doom.
disputing it, but
it's on the TFNation calendar, Billy. There's literally a picture of you doing the finger of doom on the TFNation calendar.
Amazing, yeah. Go that way. I don't know why doom though. Can't it be like just like the finger of love or the finger of power or something?
Finger of doom.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound as fun, you know. Billy's finger of love. Billy's finger of doom.
I'll have it ready for you, Nelsie.
Yeah, it's like many decades from now, when the history books speak of TFNation, they will speak of the legend that was the finger of Billy, also known as the finger of doom.
Yeah.
The finger of Billy.
Or Billy's death stare as well.
I think he's having second thoughts of ever just showing up though.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a plane going overhead. I'll work out how to mute this shortly. I live by an airport. There is actually here's a I don't know if I've told this story, but here's like a behind the scenes kind of thing. There is 1 year at TFN. Let me back up for a second. I was on a podcast that came out just the other day called The Engaging Marketeer with Darren Jameson, which was about TFN and social anxiety. That plays into this. So like there was 1 year at TFN where I had a panic attack on stage. I tell a lie, it was auto assembly, but 1 year at a convention where I had a panic attack on stage. And Nick Hardy was the photographer and didn't realize and thought I was giving someone the stare in the audience, because my view was like, I don't want anyone to freak out. So I just went really quiet like this. And he like took this picture of me, and then he used to share this picture between all the groups saying, "Doug and Nathan wrong," or "Billy will stare at you." And like one day I had to get in touch with him. I was like, "Nick, that's not what that was, mate. Honestly, I wasn't mad with anyone. I promise."
That's the problem with these things, especially when you're always on the stage and everything. Any little thing like that, it's just going to plague you.
Fortunately, I'm not always on the stage these days.
Yeah.
Actually, interesting people go on the stage now. Although, I will say this to you, I am on a panel this year. And I don't mean the end panel. I've never actually been on a panel. It's nothing to do with Transformers, but I'm on the first proper panel of the weekend, and if I survive, the last panel of the weekend. And then in between, you don't have to see me at all. So there we are.
Oh, well, who's shouting the orders going, Billy, Billy, Billy.
Yeah, don't. There are other people to cheer for. People just recognize me because of the silly sleeves. But yeah, it's just going to be cool. It's just going to be cool seeing everyone again.
Oh, it really is. I just can't wait. It's just the... I mean, I've said this before in my videos. Just like, as daft as it sounds, you're getting your suitcase ready and you're getting the things you get signed ready, and all that goes into getting excited and getting ready to go, you know? It's just the tiny little bits that excite me as much as the big bits, you know?
I heard you saying that before, like teaser bits, I think you said. Is that right? Is that what you were saying? So
yeah, Dave did a teaser, I think it must have been 2019, where he held up the Cerebros and went like that. And then I'm like, oh, that's a clue for something. And then I did the whole kind of, you know, working it out and trying to guess correctly. And I was sort of right. I did guess Corey Burton, so that was good. You know. But it was kind of fun though, trying to work out what he was meaning, because like DuckTales popped up and I'm like, why is Duck? You know, because it was something like DuckTales Woo or something like that on the actual video name. It's probably still on YouTube somewhere. I'm like, interesting. I must investigate.
There's a little bit of that in this year's schedule. I don't know if you've had a chance to look, but not everything in there is completely explained.
Yeah,
what it is, so.
We've noticed.
Well, I have noticed that Beyond Evil, Beyond Good, Beyond the Wild's Imagination. So it's something to do with the movie.
Maybe. Well, I mean,
Oh no! Don't tell us here. No, we want to be surprised.
I'm not going to tell you anything that isn't public. But if you look through our Twitter and Facebook and stuff, we put quite a big image out recently that has those words on the front. That's all I'm saying. So connect them dots. But you might see some, or you might not be. Who knows?
I don't know. I actually can't wait to see anything, everything. I want to see everything.
No, I mean every single year. I mean, I've said it so many times in my videos as well. It's just like kind of, I like to kind of see exactly how much all the preparation that you guys put into this, and just see it all finally happen in real life, kind of thing. I mean, I've been absolutely flabbergasted of just how much you've managed to do in such a short amount of time, really. Well, I say a short amount of time, but you know, as it's only been going on for a certain amount of years, like, you know, getting Stan Bush and getting all these, you know, managed to do all that, and I just can't imagine. But obviously, there's multiple people behind the scenes, obviously. So, but it's just amazing of just how much you've managed to accomplish with TFN, and I'm constantly just amazed of what you brought to the table.
I think. And that's all very nice, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I'm sure the team will as well. We'll let them know, because you're right. It is a lot of people. But I think it's a bit like one of those situations where hopefully you make your own luck. Like if you try hard, but you're always open with people and try your best with people, sometimes things happen and you think, oh, nice one. That's a bit cool. Like, to be fair, Stan Bush is a good example. So like, peek behind the curtains a little bit here. Like, Stan Bush wasn't planned for that year. Stan Bush came.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, there was another guest who, like, your more voice actor sort of, you know, standard sort of guest who we might normally invite. Had a schedule conflict. And that was at a weird point in the year. I think it was at like November or something. Like, normally would have announced and everything by then.
Yeah.
So I like emailed Stan without. I know how silly this will sound now, but I had no intention of saying, "Hey, do you want to do a concert?" Because like, I've never done how do you do a concert? Do you know what I mean? But I just thought, well, Stan Bush. People had liked Stan Bush, and I messaged Stan, and then Stan was like, "Oh, that's really good." And initially, it was just we were talking as in maybe he could come as a guest. And then he was like, well, maybe I could bring my guitar and I could do the touch. And we were like, oh, that was good. And then the idea just kind of spiraled. And then by the end of it, it was like, I need a band, I need a stage. And it was the full thing. But it was weird. And I think it was just one of those things where if you've got, like we've got lots of great people. If you've got people who are just nice and try and do the right thing. And then you've got attendees who are nice to guests, then the word gets around, doesn't it? And all of a sudden, people are happy to deal with you. So that's my who knows, but that's my view on it. So.
Well, I tell you what, if you never told me that story, the way it was presented, the way you put it out, it was like you had planned this months in advance. You got everything up, and it was just like you must have some kind of. It probably
was months by time you knew about it. But it was not as long as you might have thought. Yeah. Sometimes it's like 2 years in advance or something.
At least a year in advance. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Crazy. Hey ho, these things happen. What day are you all coming?
Me and Tony are getting up there on the Thursday.
Yep.
I'm coming up Friday night.
Cool. So you're there for the full weekend, then? You're there on Sunday as well?
I'm going home Sunday afternoon. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the time off from work, so I'm just there Friday, Saturday, going home Sunday.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
No, can't believe I'll be there Thursday to Monday, so I want to get everything in. As much time as I can get with you guys.
There's gears going around Billy's head now saying, "Oh, poor Sam, there's something in store for Sunday. He's going to miss it."
There might be.
Yeah.
I couldn't say, could I? There there is some stuff that we haven't announced, which, depending on what you're into, there's actually some pretty cool stuff. There's some. Anyone like rescue bots? Is the chat still going? If anyone likes rescue bots in the chat, stick around because you're going to see something that no one's ever seen before. I think that's about as much as I can say about that, to be honest.
Interesting.
Cool.
But yeah, there'll be some cool things, hopefully. So
hopefully,
you'll all enjoy it.
Oh, definitely. I think as well, it's one of these things that all of us need it as well. It's not just about wanting it. It's because we've not had it in 2 years. It's just 3 years. It's going to be a blowout for all of us, blow the cobwebs out and start fresh as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's weird. It's weird, because like, here's one of the strange things about this year is that like the hotel rooms sold out within like a day.
Yeah,
like they always do, because that's what happens. Because people are really supportive, and that's cool. But like, the second the hotel saw that, they were like, "Ooh." Yeah. And then put more rooms on there, and they've never done that before. Like they've never done that. That's why we never say there's going to be a second block of rooms, because there isn't one. We just get the block and they sold it. But because we're at that weird time of year right after the Commonwealth Games, events are only just starting up, so they've got this extra capacity they wouldn't normally have. So
because usually we have to deal with the QuiltCon and FaithCon and and. I mean, I think, was it 2019 or was it a year before that? Where, like, I think it was a Saturday night and then, like, a boatload of buses turned up with hundreds of people going through.
It's strange. Like, I remember one year, to be fair, I always have to remind myself, like, at the end of the day, we all like big fighting robots. So, like, to other people, that might seem a bit unusual. Obviously, it's cool to us. But like, I remember one year we had us. I walked in the hotel and there was like in reception, there were 3 signs. And that way it said TFNation. And that way it said Jehovah's Witness Con. And that way it said Colonic Irrigation Con. And it was like I need never leave. Like I've got all bases covered here. Like if only there was a food con as well, like I'd be sorted right now. So
is there an AA con as well? Because there's a lot of us that need that.
and then there was the dancers.
There was one recently. There was one recently while I was there, because I was there for a meeting, and you wouldn't know that's what it was because the con has a different name, presumably because that not everyone wants to know that they go to AA, which is totally fine, by the way. Like, get help where you can get help, etc. It was cool, but absolutely lovely bunch of people. It was great. It was really good, and the bar was really quiet, so that was good as well. So it was a really good night. So it is strange. Whenever you go there, you can go at any time throughout the year, and like the amount of like different events is just crazy. So I just hope one year we get clashed with like a cooking event, so I can get free samples and eat everything. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Transformers the show has just come in saying massive thank you to the TFN team, the reason behind lots of friendships for us and us doing the show. Can't wait until next week.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Thank you, Transformers the show. I think they had, or you had, if you still, I can't tell if this is delayed. Sorry, I'm rubbish at this. I'm just here on a one-off. But yeah, I know they interviewed Dave Wallace at some point. I don't know how long ago it was now, but I saw some of that. That's cool. So yeah, thanks. Nice one.
Well, it's true. I mean, without TFN, it would be a very, collecting Transformers is one thing, but when you go into a room with 1,000 other people who like the same things you do, it's a totally different experience. And it's like, well, you like it for different reasons. You like, you like Ultra Magnus, I like Soundwave, and and whatever else you like, and it's just that thing. But we all love the stupid plastic robots that turn into cars and jets and dinosaurs. But we all like a different take on it. It's brilliant. And another thing as well, it's these videos, is because only you can experience it your way. There's no way, because all 4 of us there are going to experience it differently. You know, you're going to be off buying things. You're going to be doing, you know, running the show. I'm going to be doing my, you know, watching panels, buying toys, sitting in the bar and all that. But when people put videos up, you can see it from a different perspective, how they see it through their eyes almost.
Yeah.
And you kind of go, oh, well, if they're watching that, I was getting my, you know, G1 Pretenders or whatever. You know, it's kind of like you're getting the whole works, but through videos, vicariously. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's like watching a movie from a different character's perspective, isn't it?
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
I think I've told this story, but in the Stan Bush year, other than building the stage and the actual concert, I've got no memory of that year whatsoever. So I don't know where it's gone. It's just not in my head. So that entire year, I only know about it through things other people have told me. I just don't remember it. So yeah, it's crazy, dude. But it is what it is. It's strange, and like you say as well, with the different perspectives, everyone doing different things. Like some people come for the toys. You know, that's their thing. I want the toys. And some people, like you guys have been saying, come for the friends. I think most people come for the friends, but you'll also get people who come for very specific parts of the weekend. They're like, I want to go to ClubCon, and then I want to go to my hotel room for an hour to chill out, and then I want to come down to the bar for an hour before I go to bed. And it's like, that's fine. Like, don't care. Like, there's nothing weird about that. Like, however you work your weekend to have the best time you can have with your mates, just do it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. I mean, everybody's different. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about TFNation as a convention. Like, because a lot of conventions out there, say like Comic Cons, for instance, you don't have that. It's all very quick. It's all like meet the guest, bugger off, meet the guest, bugger off, that kind of thing. There's no, like, we are lucky enough to be in the bar and to spend time with the guests, the voice actors, and so on that wish to do so. Obviously, you know. But what I love about TFN is, like people are saying, it's a special event, really, because you've got everybody. We're all under one roof as a collective of people, fans of Transformers, obviously, but everyone's got their own. Everyone's got different likes and interests and other hobbies as well, and it's a great way for them to be themselves. You know, because unfortunately, with social norms and all that kind of rubbish that goes on, a lot of these people can't express themselves. But when they come to TFN, they're able to just let it all go, and that's what I love about TFNation.
I think that's really nice of you to say. I would probably expand it a little bit and say, like, conventions like this generally. Like, I'm sure there are others in addition to TFNation in different franchises or whatever, where there's a similar thing. But like, again, I'll bring it up again. Like that podcast I did, like, I wouldn't normally say go and listen to me, but like, it's probably worth a listen. Not me, but like the discussion about anxiety and stuff in some places is quite interesting, because it really hits on something that John just said there, which is like, I remember one of the questions that I was asked, and it was about, you know, what to do and you've got anxiety and stuff like this. And the answer I gave was something like, I can't remember the exact words, but it was something like, once you're in that bar, if you're a first timer or you've been going for 10 years, it doesn't matter. Like, once you're in there and you realize she likes Transformers, they like Transformers, he likes you know, it's like, oh, everyone here has the same thing in common. So no one has to feel weird about anything. Whereas if you go into like a regular pub, I remember someone like 10 years ago, someone asked me, how long are you going to keep doing Transformers conventions for? And they were asking in like a taking the mick kind of way. They were like, come on, you're getting a bit older. How long are you going to do it for? And I remember saying, I'm going to do it till it's not weird to go and sit in a pub and say to some random dude, do you want to see my Ultra Magnus? Now, in hindsight, I know that sounds like a terrible euphemism, but my point is, like, it's weird. You couldn't do that, could you? Whereas at like a convention with like-minded people, you can. So I think there'll always be places for like conventions, and like you say, especially all under one roof.
Well, the thing is, as well, I mean, to make friends, you've got the perfect icebreaker because you see a group of people sat at a table messing with figures. You go, hey, what you been buying? Where did you get that from? I need one of those. Or I've got that figure. Did you know it's done that? You're talking. You straight away. You're into a conversation. If you know that person or not, you can. You've got an in there. You know what I mean?
Even the games that I played as well is a good way of getting in there as well. Like Cards Against Humanity, even though that's a little bit on the edge, but there's people that bring games to the thing, and that's a good way to get in on it as well. Get into the conversation, being
absolutely, yeah. I mean, the thing is that I mean, everybody likes. We're all there for Transformers, but there's people like Star Wars and Doctor Who and video games and zombie movies, and so you'll find somebody, a group of people that not only likes Transformers, but other things that you like as well. It's just that thing, because we're all nerds at the end of the day. We all like a robot on a robot, but when somebody goes, hey, have you seen that latest episode of Kenobi? Yes, we have. We talk about Star Wars for 20 minutes.
I honestly think one of the best things about, I'll say TFN for this one, because it probably is other conventions, but I can only speak about TFN for this one. One of the best things about it isn't actually TFN. It's what people like you fellas do throughout the year, because we know what the COVID years were like, and it was difficult to be enthusiastic sometimes and whatever. But if you go on YouTube now and just TFNation and sort by the most recent videos, there's loads of them, and it's like you fellas asking the questions and then people replying and then asking their own questions and stuff.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times people don't realize, if you're anxious or if you're a first timer in particular, how cool that is, because on one level they might go, oh, there's Tony, I know him, I can say hello to him at the event. But on another level, even if they don't say hello to you at the event, they've got an idea that everyone's actually pretty chill. Whereas if you don't know that, if you lose that personal touch, it can be a bit more difficult to go and say hello to people. So I'm really grateful for all the. I know you don't do it for me; you do it for everyone. But I'm really grateful for everyone doing the TFN videos, because I just think it really helps people. I do.
It does.
Well, it does. I mean, I like doing the do's and don'ts. I mean, you always get, you might get Chris doing an official one, but I like doing it because I've had people come up to me and say, do you know what? Thanks for your video. I didn't realise that, because we've all had the temptation of going in, spending all the money in one go, and then going, I can't afford to eat now,
Yeah.
And it's well, yeah, that's the thing. It's people have come up to me and said, oh, you could give some really good advice, and I just think, well, if I've helped one person, that makes it all worth it,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
if I may, Nosy, there is definitely, from just a personal perspective, I know we're going back some years now, but Auto Assembly, TFNation, the convention scene for me really changed me quite a bit. I mean, I've always suffered with social anxiety. I always will. It's not something I can really get rid of. But I remember there's always times at TFNation where you might feel engulfed by everything, but there's always somewhere you can always just sit down, take a minute, and there's always someone that's willing to talk to you, and no matter what it might be about, it doesn't, it could be Transformers, it could be an episode of something on Netflix you watched, or it could just be talking about, hey, those Hilton breakfasts are awesome. And there's always someone there that you can rely on. And in many ways, Billy, I think I just really would say that in a lot of ways, TFNation has become, for me personally, one of the few conventions where I can go to and I know I can just be me. I can be the Sam that very few people get to see. And in a way, it helps me be me. So, thank you for all the hard work you've put in over the years. And
that's cool. Appreciate it. But thank you in return, firstly, for coming, But secondly, and I say that again, I've been talking about anxiety all for the last few days, but for some reason I don't know. But like as someone who understands that, thank you for taking the leap to be you. Because even in it definitely helps to be in an atmosphere with people who are accepting, and that's awesome, and I get that, and I think that's really important. But you still had to take that first step, and if you didn't take that first step, you wouldn't know today. And I just think that's brilliant, and that's really like if anyone's watching who's anxious, that's really like the core example of what we try and say to people is exactly what Sam's just said. I won't repeat it all, but
well, the man that I thank the most, to be perfectly honest, is the guy next to me, Mr. John Knowles, because that's the man that told me about auto assembly over 12 years ago. And strangely enough, he called me up one day. I'll give you the brief story. And he basically says, "Oh, Sam, you remember Transformers, don't you?" I said, "Well, yeah, of course I remember Transformers. Bloody hell, I grew up watching Beast Wars, And he goes, "Oh, well, I've been watching all these videos on YouTube of a load of people at a convention called Auto Assembly in Birmingham, and it's all about Transformers. It looks really good. I think we should go next year." And I'll be completely honest. I went round to his house the next day, and we sat down. We watched these videos. Yeah, Tony, you were indeed some of the videos we watched. And in the end, we went. And 10 years down the line, well, 12 years down the line, really, I've never regretted it. And if Nosey hadn't called me up that day, hadn't been randomly looking at Transformers stuff on YouTube, we may never have gone. And again, just falling back to that, the person I am today wouldn't exist, because conventions have very much shaped me for the better. And again, I can only thank obviously yourself, Billy, Tony, Nosey, all of you, because you're all part of that reason. And that's, I think, the important thing about conventions. It's one big family. It helps everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, I went through some dark times. I went about 2013-ish. I'm not going to go into what happened, but if it wasn't for, well, it was auto assembly then, but if it hadn't been for that, like you said, Sam, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And it gave me something to look forward to by saving up and then going. It's that's why I do the tweets. It's soon, and it's like 3 months, and then 2 months, 1 month, 6 hours. Sorry, Billy, but I have to do it. Don't you?
I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, keeps you on your toes, doesn't it? But it's but it's that thing that it gives you something to look forward to. Like you say, if you are a little depressed, and because let's be honest, everyone has in the last couple of years been a little bit depressed, but it's given us some. As soon as they announced it, I'm like, fucking ticket, and I've saved up, and it's given me that thing to strive for. Got a new job, got more money, saving up more money. You know what I mean? So it's. And I'm like, now we're just a week away, and we'd be well into ClubCon right now in a week's time. So excited.
Yeah, we will. Dearie me.
But yeah, it's true. It is true. And I don't want to toot me on horn, but doing the video gets me excited, gets everyone excited. And like you said, Billy, it helps you, because if like John and Sam saying, if it wasn't for people like me making the videos, you wouldn't have half the people that are there. Not that I'm, you're welcome, but
I think half might be a slight overestimation, mate. But it definitely helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I worded it properly in one of my videos, saying like a small percentage through word of mouth. Yeah,
To be fair though, I know of at least one person, and I know one person is one person, but it's still one person.
Oh yeah.
I know of at least one person who came to a convention because, like, they met you in a shop. I think it was, Tony.
Yes.
Like while you were working or something.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the thing. It's. I think it was you who said this earlier. Apologies if it wasn't. So it's been a busy day, but like, you only have to like have that interaction with one person, because I think with the pandemic, who am I to have an opinion on this? I'm just a guy, do you know what I mean? But like, I think on a personal level, one of the things it's made me realize is that like you don't know what someone's going through. And I know people always say that, but like we've all done it during the pandemic. We've all spoken to someone we know. Maybe we know them well or we've met them once, who knows? But like, you've spoken to someone who looks absolutely fine, but they're probably not, because let's be honest, who was? So I just think that's important, because then when you think of that and then you think, actually, that one person I spoke to at the convention or on a video or whatever, like that might have made a much bigger difference to them than I thought it was, than I thought it would. So no, you're definitely right. So honestly, when I say things like, I really appreciate the videos, I don't mean like, oh, because we want to sell tickets. Like, we obviously need to sell tickets, but it's bigger than that. It's just helps people, doesn't it? It just
absolutely, yeah. And it creates a community as well. I mean, what fascinates me is the fact that so many people come out of the woodwork to do a video as well. You know, they might have a YouTube channel but not posted in a year, and then I make a video, and then somebody goes, "Hey, I'm going to answer those questions," and then it prompts them to make their own questions, and somebody else comes out of the woodwork, and it's just a fascinating thing to watch. You know. Like the spark, and it's just, you know, it's just brilliant. It really is. And that's why I continue to do it to this day. Because Ray, Isle of Mess, used to do it for auto assembly days. And when he stopped doing videos, I'm like, there's no one there. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to
pick
do it.
that baton up and keep going. Yeah.
And it's good fun as well, because, you know, I mean, I waffle a lot. I'm waffling now, but, you know, it's part of my videos. But I just like to sit and just go, I'm excited. Are you excited? Can you wait as much as I can? I can't wait as much as I can.
The thing is, like, I can give you a real example of it right now. Like, and I won't go into context. I don't want to embarrass anyone. But, like, for example, there was someone in the... I fixed my lights, so I hope that's not a problem. There was someone in the chat called Jinxed who was trying to come on earlier.
Yeah.
And, like, hi if you're there, Jinxed. Like, that's a person I don't think... Oh, that's a nice comment. Cool.
Yeah, Jinx been in
awesome. So Jinxed is a person who I don't think I've met in person. I apologize if that's not right, Jinxed. But like, they're a person who, because of your guys' videos, I saw one of their videos, and then we had a chat recently about some convention questions and stuff. And like, how cool is that? Because I wouldn't have known who that person was. So I wouldn't have been able to get in touch or whatever. So they're really helpful. And like you say, the big thing you just said there, Tony, it's like, it's community, isn't it? It's that simple. It's like, you don't want it to be, this isn't a knock on other events, but like an MCM style event is great for what it is.
Yeah.
But you're probably never going to meet all of those people again, are you?
No.
Whereas with what you guys do and community ties and all of that, it's just really cool. So.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like the MCM style events, you go in, you know, and there's maybe 2 or 3 guests you actually want to see. You go see them, you get an autograph, and you go around the dealer's room, you buy a couple of things, and you're out the door, and that's it. You know, you don't want to, you know, you might go to the bar and stuff like that, but there's no community there. You might know somebody that's there, but you know, there's no community there. Whereas you walk into the bar at TFN, and within a few seconds, you see somebody you know. And then you're chatting and you hang about. And I think I like that best because, like I say, it makes it like I say, community for one, but it just makes it that much more intimate, you know, without sounding weird. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I do. Well, I got a message just the other day, just to give you an example. Again, I won't name names because that's not fair, but we get loads of messages, so it could be anyone. And this person, I don't know who they are, they messaged and they were very nice, but they'd not been to a convention. I don't think they'd been to any convention before, so it was all quite new to them. And they were a bit worried because they were like, I've seen the schedule and I'm not going to be there for like, you know, the first hour or something. Like, is that a problem? Am I still allowed in? And I know to us that probably sounds a bit silly, but I like getting questions like that because it makes you realize, oh, there are people out there to who this is all quite new.
Oh yeah.
And they're a bit worried about it. And you can actually just really help them straight away by saying, no, do what you like. Like, it's cool. Like, if you want to turn up and just sit in a bar with one mate all day, and that's your weekend, and that makes you happy, just rock on. Whereas if you want to buy toys constantly, do whatever you like. It's all good. And I think stuff like that's interesting. And again, back to your videos, that's just another great. So all of your videos, by the way, but yeah, that's just another great example of how that stuff helps. Because it is, again, I said this in this podcast the other day, but like when you've got anxiety, and Sam will know this from what he was telling me earlier. Sam, you'll agree with this, I'm sure. Anxiety makes you do weird things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you do strange things. Like the best example I give is that, like, if I've got like a meeting somewhere and I know the meeting is in room number 2, right? And the meeting is at, say, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll get there at 7 o'clock in the morning because I don't want to be the last person to walk in case it's the wrong room and I have to walk out again, because I'd be anxious about that. So I'll get there early and stand there like a weirdo, right? And then during that time while I'm there early, I'll be constantly trying to convince myself, you've got the wrong room. You're going to look stupid. You're in the wrong room. Go check the room again. And I'll check the room. Like, when you think about it, that's actually quite weird, isn't it? But that's the kind of thing anxiety does. It's just like doubt, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It puts that doubt in your head. So anything you guys do to help people, awesome.
I mean, you won't believe this, but years ago I used to be exactly the same, right? Like I wouldn't even, ring pick up my phone to ring a job. I'll be so nervous that I'm like, I'm not going to get it. What's the point? And not bother. But now, and YouTube helped me in a way, because I started doing videos around about 2008-ish, thereabouts, mostly because of the old crew, like Diane, Simon, Dave, Andy, Copper Commander, George, Ray, and a few others. They think, well, these guys like Transformers. I like Transformers. I'm going to do a video. And I hated looking at myself doing the video, because you have to watch yourself edit. And, now, I'm like, you see how many videos I put out. I don't give a shit anymore, And the fact is now as well is I can pick up the phone, ring anybody, and go, I'm looking for, at work recently, I had to ring up several different companies for different things. And I rang up and went, yeah, well, can you do this, Baba? Okay, no worries, write notes down and done. And because I do it at work every day, speaking to people, because I can, I'm like a Ferengi, I can sell snow to an Eskimo, as they used to say, and, 2 bars of gold pressed platinum, but, and that, again, come from YouTube, watching myself do, the stupidest things, like saying the wrong thing, and but then it all helps. It's all learning, because you think, right, next time I won't do it quite like that. I'll do it another way, and that doesn't work, so I'll do it a different way still. And now, you say there's karaoke, I'm first one up, and I'll sing, and I'll do a pitch perfect impression of Caris Matthews from Catatonia, complete with Welsh accent as well.
Right, that's very specific.
Oh, it is, yeah. And one day, I just went, I'm going to sing Mulder and Scully, and I belted it out. It was great. And that's the thing. I mean, it doesn't work for everyone, granted, but it really did boost my confidence doing YouTube.
Same here. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I mean, obviously, I've mentioned about me having anxiety through my vlog channel a few times as well, and I mean, speaking out about it is actually a good thing, because keeping some stuff in here, it sometimes can just,
Oh, absolutely, yeah. If you keep it in, it can be even worse, can't it, sometimes?
Oh, yeah. So it's always good to try and get it out there a little bit, try and vent it a bit. But so that's why I kind of did my vlog channel for that reason, was to try and vent on stuff and also talk about good stuff as well. But like piggybacking on what both Sam and Tony was saying, like, I mean, when I started doing YouTube, I think I must have started like back in I think Revenge of the Fallen was just about to come out. About
2009.
Yeah, been about 08, 09 time when I started. And so when I first started, I was the disembodied hand guy, kind of that kind of reviewer, and I was this little raspy whole voice behind this camera, and I have a lot of anxieties and self-doubt and a lot of body confidence problems. So all that kind of jazz. And I don't like how I sound, which sounds really weird when I say that. I don't like the sound of my own voice. I don't like how I look. I have a lot of problems with that. So when I first decided to go in front of the camera for the first time, I felt very anxious of like comments I might get. Which at one time YouTube was quite a bad place for that, a lot of online trolling, and I did get a lot of that. There was a lot of trolling a lot of the times, and it did put me down a bit. But then I've been doing videos now for God knows how long now, maybe about nearly 15 years, and it's just second nature to me now. It's like one of those things. It's a learning curve, and thanks to doing YouTube videos, it's helped me. I've still got anxieties. I've still got issues with my self-confidence and that, but I'm able to project myself a bit more in front of camera and not think about certain things like how I sound and how I look in that time. I'm able to just talk about what I want to talk about and get it out there a lot more efficiently. But going to conventions as well, which is what Sam was saying, like when I first mentioned auto assembly to Sam, like the funny thing is when I first got to 2010 auto assembly, I've mentioned this story a couple of times, but I remember because I only ever saw these people like Cal Prime, Andy Cooper Commander, yourself, and so on and so forth on a little monitor, never in person. And I remember going into the little bar at the Holiday Inn in Birmingham at the old hotel, and I remember going through that walkway, and I never felt this feeling before, but I had like you said about a panic attack on stage. I don't know if it was a panic attack or if it was just something else, but I just felt like a shudder, and I just could not move. And it could have been a panic attack more likely, I don't know, but I just stopped and I just could not move. And I just looked, my eyes was the only things that was moving, darted around the room. And I'm just looking and I'm just like, I know that guy. How am I going to approach this? How am I going to get myself in there? How am I going to, socialize? Because at that point, I was a very different person to I am now. I was I was a really shy person, very reserved. And the only people I knew was a small circle, Sam, a couple of school friends, my family, and they were the only people that I really kind of stayed with. I never really ventured out that much. And but for going to conventions like TFN and Auto Assembly and doing videos, it really has helped me from being that shy, reserved person that froze when I first got to Auto Assembly 2010. And then eventually I got better and I got into, met everybody and everything was hunky-dory. But thanks to all that, it's made me a better person and a bit more confident to the point where I'm able to socialize more, meet people for the first time and make friends, which was something I've really struggled with. But yeah, that's basically just wanted to just get my point through there. But it has helped. Doing videos and also going to the convention circuit has really helped me immensely with certain aspects like that. And there we go.
No, I think it's really good though, because it's kind of like people use the term like safe space, don't they? And I know that means different things to different people, but I think it's useful because like if you pretend for a second that a convention isn't a convention, just look at the core elements of it. And in a weird way, it's kind of like a big work training day. Do you know what I mean? It's like loads of people go into some hotel and all sitting in a room together, and then you're meant to talk to each other afterwards. Now, for any of us who are anxious, that's like the most horrible thing ever. We don't want
it's like hell on earth, yeah.
But by adding the element of, in our case, the Transformers in, it breaks that ice for you at the start. And then it allows you to do that. Now, hopefully, the event is nicer than a work training day. But my point is, you're using the same skills
that you
would need in a work training day. So like someone like John saying, maybe I found it difficult to talk to people or whatever. I know you're talking about videos, John. I'm relating it to conventions, but it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's the interaction around a hobby. Like, you're now in a position where you can do videos, because we've seen them on your blog, that on your vlog, sorry, that are not necessarily Transformers videos. It's just you speaking your mind about things, whereas probably 10 years ago you'd have struggled with that.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's the same like for me as well. Like, it's one of those things, like I don't do a lot of stage stuff, but if I need to do stage stuff, I'll do it, and it's fine. Like, years ago, that was like a major issue for me, but through doing it in that environment with people like you guys who are also cool, it just really helps. So yeah, and again, it feeds back into what Sam was saying earlier as well. Like, it is strange. You go to these events, a particular person, and I don't necessarily think you end up a different person. I think you're always you, but it allows you to amplify parts of you that were quieter than you would have liked them to be.
A good analogy for that is, it's like playing a video game and you unlock a certain part of the game. That's what it's like.
That is really good, actually. I'm going to nick that, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine. Take it. That's fine.
Achievement unlocked.
Well, no. What I mean is it's not that. It's like you buy a game, you put it in the machine, you play it for so long, and then you get to a part that you've been struggling to get past, and then you get past that bit and carry on with the rest of the game. It's that moment that Billy's talking about.
Yeah, and that boost you get from thinking, I've done it. And you're still you when you take that next step, but you're now the you who mastered that thing.
Yeah, it's almost like I can take on the world now. What's next as well? Yeah. You get that sort of buzz.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, but it's a good feeling though. It's a nice feeling, especially if some like you are really kind of shy. I hate social anxiety. I hate that expression. If you're shy, you know, it's almost like you've been sat. It's like what's the pretender called? There's a pretender that is terrified of being out of his pretender shell, right?
Right. Okay.
And so you can relate it back to Transformers, and he will not come out of his pretender shell in the thought of he will get killed, and he's in his protective bubble, you see, and you know, and like I say, that's what it's like. It's like you're in a pretender shell, and you've got to get out of that. And then when you've been to a convention like that, you walk out, and there you go. You know, you don't need that shell anymore. It's gone.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it is. I mean, to link back into something that Sam said, and something I said on that other interview as well, like it is a thing that will be with you forever. Like no one's going to pretend, boom, you're fixed, because I don't think people are broken in the first place. But it's just a part of you. It's like some people are good at running and some people are not. Like, if I go out now and I train solid for 6 weeks, I am still going to be an awful runner who can't run for more than 10 minutes, because that's just the way I'm built. But
I can't run for 10 seconds.
well, there we go. To be fair, I was overestimating myself there as well. But you can at least put yourself in a position where you can get done what you need to get done.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can go take a break. And that's it. It's about learning who you are, I guess, more than anything else. And
that's it. I mean,
got different skills and whatever. So.
But like you said earlier about taking a break, I mean, you can't even. I get overwhelmed sometimes because your adrenaline's fired, you're tired, and you've had a couple of drinks, and you're a bit kind of, your brain just goes shut down, you know. So sometimes I like to go for a walk, you know, in the little wooded area a bit, you know, get a bit of fresh air, come back, you know, go maybe chill out for half an hour, you know, look at the stuff I've bought. Maybe get a nice cool shower because it is hot, you know, and that can relax you. You know, I'm not going into the thing, but it can. Seriously, a nice cool shower can chill you out, relax you a bit, you know, and then you're ready to go, right, let's carry on, you know.
Like a lot of what I do there is obviously, like, a lot of people recognize me now. So a lot of what I do is like thanking people for coming and stuff like that. And like, it's all genuine. You genuinely happy someone's come. But it's still exhausting. So like there'll come a point, and this is exactly the same as what you've just said. Like I've got like a little office there just to check on tickets and whatever else needs, you know, the work stuff. If something needs printing or whatever. And like sometimes I might go and chill in there for 10 minutes. And it just helps you just reset your head and be like, right,
Of course it does, yeah.
cool. And I think that's cool. So that's why when sometimes people say to me things like that, like they're going up to their room for a bit, and they kind of, it's not like they're telling you, it's like they're admitting it, like they feel a bit bad about it. And it's like, don't feel bad about it. Like, I don't care if you're only here for 10 minutes and you need a full 2 hours after that to go and reset yourself. That's cool. Just like go at your own pace, and like just remember people are around who are cool. So
that's it. You know, I mean, like I say, I think this. I'm not going to name names, but other conventions are very much, you know, like I said earlier, it's you go meet the guests, buy a thing, and you're out the door, and you don't really see anybody. And I've been to other conventions where, you know, it's a weekend thing, and there is groups of people, but they don't interact with anybody else. They stay in their little cliques, you know. And if you go near them, you can almost hear them growling at you because you've sat next to them, you know, because there's a table next to them, you know. But you don't even get even remotely near that at TFN, you know.
That's just the UK, not even just UK. There are lots of people from different countries, but like the international or European or whatever you will Transformers community, like that, we're just generally compared to. And I'm not comparing to different Transformers events because I haven't been to them, so that wouldn't be fair. But like compared to different conventions of different themes around the world, I just think that the group of people that come to the UK events are just pretty chill. And I think that just helps massively. Like if everyone was really angry because they want that toy, and if they don't get it, it's going to ruin their weekend. But you don't get that. Like you get people who are really enthusiastic, and they'll queue to get in early, and they'll get in early, and they'll buy that thing from hopefully Toy Foo and give money to charity or whatever, and that's awesome. But like I have never once seen someone coming away from a Toy Foo table angry that they missed out on a toy, because it's brilliant if you get that thing that you want, but like. It's just one part of the whole hanging out with mates and meeting new mates.
It is. I mean, I've never gone into a dealer's room going, I must get X, Y, and Z. And if I've gone in and have not found X, Y, and Z, I've come out and gone, oh, this is bullshit. I'm never coming back here again. Because, like I've said before in my videos, it's nice to have an idea what you want rather than a list. Because the first year I ever went, I had a list. And did I get anything on that list? Of course I didn't. Right? Because you go to a table and you think, oh, that's got. I ain't seen one of them for years. My mate had one of them when I was 5. You know,
stuff you're not expecting, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. And Toy Foo, they are the masters of that.
Well, I'm gonna nip off now, but I'm gonna leave you with a thought on that first, and it relates to one of your videos, actually, Tony.
Okay.
But before I do, John, thanks for having me on, mate. Really appreciate it. And
no worries.
And everyone, I know I've kind of crashed your party a little bit.
No.
Just saw you on, so it was cool.
Thanks for coming, Billy. Nice talking to you. I'll see you in a week.
Absolutely. I always think, to relate this to one of your videos, I saw you put something up saying like, let's see who can get the weirdest bit of rubbish. Right. And that reminded me, I don't have an example, sadly, so it's not that good a story, but I always remember before I was staff at conventions, even when I have been staff, but mainly from back before I was, the thing that I enjoyed most, I might go and drop a lot of money on that one figure, and that's cool. But the thing I enjoyed most was when there was half an hour left on a Sunday, and I had £8 in change in my pocket, and I'm like, I ain't carrying this home. What can I get for £8? And I'd get mini cons or just something like that, just something weird that you weren't expecting to get that cost £1 or something. I don't know why, but to me that was always way cool.
But that's so much fun because it's one of those things. It's just something really stupid, and that's so. I'm having it. Here's a £5. Go on, take it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It really is, and that's why I've put a challenge out this year. Before you go, Billy. I put out a challenge. Find something that's got, a non-toy, something Transformers, whatever it is, the most ridiculous thing you can find that's got Transformers on it, officially licensed thing that's got Transformers on it. Just something like a not a lunchbox, but like a tea tray or a shampoo bottle, something stupid. You think, why have they done that? Let's have it. Come on, one of those.
Do it and stick it on a video so we can all see.
I've put a video up tonight. It should have been uploaded now. It should be ready to go.
I'll check that out tonight, mate. I'll check that
out.
out.
Nice one.
That'd be well cool. Well, look, I'm going to nip off. Just very quickly before I go. Obviously, John, Tony, know you guys quite well. Always cool. Sam, I know you, but I've never spoken to you as much as those two guys. So I just want to say, like, that was really cool. Telling me that story earlier about the whole anxiety thing. Considering you don't know me that well and we're in front of people and stuff, I just thought that was really cool, mate. So nice to finally have a bit of a chat with you. And fingers crossed, see you all in a week, fellas.
You will. See you soon, Billy. Have a good one.
Awesome. Take care, everyone.
See you later, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for Billy joining us there. Nice, yeah. He's a good guy, Billy. Really, I've known Billy off various forums for like 20 years, nearly, thereabouts.
That was quite the intense hour.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, that was nice to actually speak to Billy again. Nice to see the face.
I always try and speak to Billy at the end of the convention because I know he's busy during the weekend. And if I see him in the corridor, I'll go, hey, how's it going? Stop for a little chat. But I know he's busy, so I'll let him get on. But I always try and get him at the end of the weekend. And, I always say thank you as well. But just before we go, I always try and find Billy before I go and say thank you.
I like Collector 75 Graham says, I still get as many anxieties going to conventions as I did 24 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I still get the odd little anxiety. I mean, the funny thing is, and I'll say, I'll phrase it differently. That was wrong. But the thing with me is, I do still, every year I always do have a little bit of anxiety. And it's mostly due to the most stupidest things. And it's mostly down to, once I'm at the convention, once I'm at the Hilton, they go. The anxieties seem to just seep away. But it's kind of like the whole getting there. When I'm traveling down, I seem to get the anxieties come back where it's kind of like, shit, have I forgot this? Did I remember that? Have I got my ticket? And all that kind of stuff. Like that.
I think everybody goes through that. I was just going to say that. I think it's one of those things that we can all relate to, even though, have we got the right time? Have we got the right ticket? Are we on the right bus? It does happen because you don't want to be on the wrong bus. It's like me when I said to you last night, I like to be like coming home. Coming home is always the worst part because, you've had a good time, you want to stay a bit longer, but you've got to go home, back to normality and rubbish, and wait till next year. But I said to you last night, didn't I, about I'd rather wait an hour next to where the bus is coming or the train's coming or however I'm getting home, wait there an hour knowing it's going to be there rather than trying to get there just on time and you might miss it. And if you miss it, you're stuck and, you know what I mean? It's all that sort of stuff. And you don't, and like I say, everyone goes through that. Most people are driving or train or whatever, but you don't want to get stuck in an unfamiliar town, and you might have to ring someone up to come and get you, and you don't want that either,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can relate there, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think everybody gets that. It's just like, shit, did I leave the cooker on? Did I lock the door?
Did I lock the front door? All that sort of stuff.
I think everybody can relate to that, but it's also like at the convention as well, is sometimes like now and again I might have like a spat where I'm kind of like, I see a circle of people or a table of people, and it's kind of like I've never really spoken to them as much compared to others, and it's kind of that still kind of thing like, how do I approach this kind of thing? But even though I've already done it many times, but yeah, I've still got that doubt there. You know what I mean? Which I think Sam and everyone can relate to.
Oh no, yeah, but I mean the good thing about TFN though, like we said earlier, is you have an all automatic icebreaker.
Yeah.
Hey, what you invited, right? Oh, you've got an Omega G1 Omega Supreme. I still don't have one of those. Can I have a look? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you're conversing, Even if it's just 2 minutes or it's 3 hours,
Thanks for watching, Jace. Take care.
Yeah, see you later, Jace. Have a good one, son. Sorry, I'm getting that age now. I'm calling everyone son. I'm sorry. But you know, it is that you've got your in, because I remember speaking to a lad. He can't be any older than, say, 10 maybe, and I can't remember what year it was. It was a good few years ago, and he'd had Universe Cyclonus, right? And he was sat there playing away with it and stuff like that. And I came up, Universe Cyclonus, great toy. I've got this toy, it's brilliant. But did you know you could recreate the Japanese headmaster's way? And he's like, what? I said, well, yeah, don't pull Cyclonus' hand. And I showed him, fold it in, there's a little hole, you stick the gun on the end. He's like, oh my God, I didn't know you could do that. And there you go. Now you can. And he turns out he's a huge Doctor Who fan. And I said, so who's your favourite Doctor? Expected him to say David Tennant. And he went, quite partial to John Pertwee, actually. I was like, and I said to his mum, I'm like, that parenting done right there. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. You know, conversing 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you might make somebody's day. You know what I mean? You never know.
Exactly. I mean, it's like, I've had some really strange moments where I've had like me and you, Tony, we can relate to this, where I've had people ask us for an autograph.
Yeah, that's
things
weird.
of that nature. That is weird. I remember a good friend Phil, Rattrap25, good guy. I managed to get back in contact with him recently.
Oh, is he coming this year?
No, I don't think so. He hasn't said anything anyway.
He's a good lad, but he's had his problems, bless him. I'm not going to go into him. And he's been very, you know, like I was saying earlier, very anxious about meeting people. But once, like I said, once he got to know people, it was so, like Lawrence as well. A good friend of ours, Lawrence, is, I don't want to, I hate, because I'm going to sound like a dick when I say this, and it's not, that's not my intention at all. He is on the spectrum, and the first year he didn't know what to do, did he?
No.
And I could see he was getting panicky at the bar, and I says to him, right, if you need time, go sit down, go outside, go see, and all weekend, I think everybody did. I think everyone sort of took him under everyone's wing. And we all said to him, are you all right? Do you need help? Do you need, anything? And after, I think the first few hours, he sort of relaxed, didn't he? And became, like, he got over it, sort of,
Yeah.
Because I was real worried that he'd have some kind of episode or, and, he couldn't take it, and maybe, and I was looking out for him every time I saw him, but he was off, he was doing his own thing, wasn't it, by the end? So it just shows you how we all are with each other. And we look out for each other. Anybody's got a problem, if you've got a problem and you don't know how to say it, come and talk to us. We can maybe help you. Or if not, we'll find somebody who can help you, And that, again, that's the other thing. I mean, people have had problems, and, like Billy's saying earlier, you don't know who's going through stuff, And it's and if you are going through stuff and you need a break from it all, then come to TFN, talk about robots for a couple of days and buy robots, and and say, well, my favourite is Jazz or Starscream or whoever it is. And that's the lovely thing about it. You can sort of, like, I think what I'm trying to say is, and I'm going a bit round the fucking houses about it, is whatever your life is, you can leave it at home. And like what Sam was saying, you can come be yourself for a few days. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
You can come be yourself, and because, let's be honest, like you were saying, Sam, you act differently around different groups of friends. Have you noticed this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? When you're at work, you act in a certain way. When you're with your family, you act in a certain way. When you're with, your closest friends that aren't necessarily Transformers fans, you act in a certain way. But when you get to TFN, that's when you're you, right? Because you can let yourself go and you can talk about the stuff that you like. Like trying to talk to my dad about this stuff, and he doesn't know, and he because he likes football, he's a big football fan, and he talks to me about football, and he says things like, "You remember he was Chelsea's goalkeeper, 2 seasons ago," and I'm going, I don't know. No clue. I know nothing about sport. It exists, and that's as far as I know. So I can't relate to my dad on that level because he, likes, likes his sport. I like my robots, you know. So we can't quite, you know, we have other things. I mean, we're big into barbecuing at the minute.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I mean, there's stuff that both me and my dad like movies and stuff like that. You know, there's some movies that we both like and stuff. But like you say, I can't go, hey, Dad, have you seen the new releases for Transformers? Look at this. And he's like, he's not going to go, hey, that's cool. I should get one of those, you know. You know what I mean? It's not. So you have to act in a certain way. And then when you're at work, you have to act in a certain way, you know. Although my job, right, I can be myself because I work at a geek retreat, you see. And so we're all nerds. So I'm one of the lads there, Transformers fans. So I can be sort of talking about Transformers at work. It's brilliant.
Well, that's just it. I mean, that's what I said when Billy was on. You know, just kind of like that's why I love conventions like TFNation. I mean, obviously, I've only really experienced a convention like TFNation at TFN. I've never been to one. I've heard like TFCon in America or Canada is similar.
I'd like to do a TFCon at least once.
Yeah, I would. But I mean, it's that thing. Is like you just said as well, Tony. Like, you know, I can't really talk about my hobby to my dad because my dad thinks me playing with toys is weird. And
my dad thinks the same thing. Yeah,
and it's that kind of thing where I can't be myself around. I can't be myself or really express my interest. Even though, funny enough, obviously my mom, sadly, as you know, she isn't here anymore. My mom.
I can relate there, John. I know exactly the feeling.
Yeah. My mom didn't really care. You know, she was a bit more supportive, and there was times where. Sorry. I just got a message from Lawrence.
I'll speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
I've asked him if he wants to come on. Just a minute.
No, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, it is difficult, especially if somebody, you know, in your family can't equate to the things that you like. You know, it's really hard to, you know, and it's. I mean, I guess the same thing for my dad. It's like, I guess he always wanted me to be a football fan like him, so he could go to football and stuff. I just don't care about football. I'm so sorry.
How you doing, man?
I mean, don't. Hi, Steve. How's it going? Nice Thunderbirds, by the way. No, but I mean, I don't mind like the big events like World Cup. I'll sit and watch World Cup with him and that. But league, don't care. Just don't care.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like I was saying about my mum, for instance, before that kicked in. Yeah, basically, like my mum, there's been a couple of times where like I'd like a line in on a weekend, and all of a sudden it's like hearing my own voice, and I'm just like, I'm having an epiphany or something, and that kind of thing, and then basically just kind of like, wait a minute, that's the video I did about a week ago, and I'm just like, my mum and dad are watching one of my videos that popped up on YouTube just randomly, and then I come downstairs, didn't say anything, I just thought, you know, I'd leave it. My dad didn't say it, and then my mum just kind of said, I watched one of your videos. And I went, did you? Okay. It says, really good. You know, it was a good video. Like, well, you know, I didn't know you could do that. Didn't know you could edit. Didn't know you could do all this, that, and the other. Really clever. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, thanks. And that was the only kind of like interaction I got was mostly through my mum, because she was like, she didn't realize I could do most of that stuff.
Yeah.
And she saw one. She said you was really informative. You came over well and all that. But obviously with my dad's different. My dad's from a different era. He's a little bit, I won't say Victorian, but he's old-fashioned in certain ways. And so basically, my dad doesn't really fully support. I won't say doesn't support. He just supports me. Obviously, I'm his son, but he doesn't support me as.
No. What you're trying to say is he doesn't get it. He doesn't know why you like the stuff you do. Because my dad's the same, right? He's a bit old-fashioned in certain respects as well. And I know what you're saying, John. It's like he doesn't understand why you like it. Because my dad's the same way. Because he says to me, because my dad says to me, because I still live with my dad. It's a long story. I'm not getting into it. But he says to me, oh, where are you going to put all this stuff? Is usually the answer I get. And I was like, well, I always find somewhere. And he goes, yeah, but the house is only so big. I went, yeah, but I'm sure I could put more shelves up. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I guess it's, I don't know what's the word. What's the word I'm going to say? You know, I guess it's, because like I say, each to their own. I mean, there's people out there that, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Star Wars fan too, but not to the extent I've got my house full of Star Wars figures. I mean, I have a few Star Wars figures playing about, but not compared to my Transformers collection, which is like dominating the whole house. But, there's Star Wars fans that have whole houses dedicated to Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who and comic books and video games and whatever it is that you collect. Even sports fans do it. They will buy the new shirt every season. They will get signed autographs if they can. So it's because even Funko Pops do sports personnel now, don't they?
We've got
well, no, you can buy because right. This is the thing, right? My dad doesn't know why I've got so many Funko Pops, yet I bought him a Muhammad Ali one, right, which is on our mantelpiece right now, and he's a big ZZ Top fan, and I managed to get him the whole ZZ Top band, the Funko Pops. And this is coming from a bloke who once said to me, "Oh, toys are a load of rubbish," right? And then 2 weeks later, bought himself a Lego Technic Porsche 926 and sat and fucking built the bastard. So like I said, toys are not for kids; they're for everyone.
Yeah, of course. Ed Perry's here.
Hey, Ed, how's it going? Do you know what? I've completely forgot to ask for a commission from you this year.
Don't
worry, I'm not going to ask. I know everybody's busy and stuff like that, and it's too late now anyway, so don't worry. I will get you next year.
Ed says, "The hell are these guys?"
I'm world famous Soundwave SG1. I do videos and stuff. You may have seen them. I sign autographs and shit.
Good. How you doing, Ed? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Always good to get people on. I mean, obviously you've just missed Billy. We've had the man himself, Mr. Billy Stripes, on. It's been a good stream. I've actually really enjoyed this stream. It's actually turned out.
Alright, isn't it? Yeah, I've enjoyed it as well.
I'm trying to get Lawrence on, but I don't think he's understanding the link.
Yeah, we've tried to get a few people on tonight, and only Billy's managed to get on.
I think he's maybe trying to log onto his computer or something. Maybe.
No, but I mean, it's like I said, each to their own. But we all go. I mean, it's one of these things. It's what's the point of being grown up to Captain Charlie sometimes? Exactly. And I'll tell you the story that's from Brain of Mobius, which is a really good story. Primal Warrior Draco as a what?
Azul?
Azul? I have no idea what that means. Sorry, dude. But no, I mean, like I said, TFN is become like Billy was saying about other conventions, though. I mean, you put on TFCon videos, right? And this is exactly what happens in TFCon videos. And I don't want to specifically target them, but it's not TFCon themselves, it's people who go to this thing. And it's not a knock on you guys. So if you guys have been and you're watching this video, it's not a knock on you guys at all. But the difference is Terry does some work on nice.
Yeah.
You put TFCon into YouTube, right? And you'll get people going, "Hey, I'm off to TFCon today," and they'll turn up, and it's just hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of walking on the dealer's room, and that's it, right? And they don't even do a haul video. Most of the people, right? Now that's not a knock. That's not a knock. But the difference is, we pop up as soon as the tickets go available. Essentially, is when the videos start. Unlike me, I'll go, "Hey, there's one for next year. Here's the dates." But we do videos. We do the do's and I do the do's and don'ts. I do the come on, I've got some questions and just general. I can't wait videos and all that. And and everybody else does them. And I can't wait. And I've got my own questions and do this and we're doing that and we're going there. I can't wait to see this and all that. And then we come back from TFN and we go, "Hey, I've had a really good time. I'm going to talk to you about it. And we did this. I went there. And we was hanging out with these guys and we did this. We played Cards Against Humanity. I had too many drinks one night and whatever. And then I've got this signed, that signed, and then you go, And then you go, and here's what I've bought. I've bought this, and I've got this one, and I've got this G1, I've got this Wolf Sabtron one. And it's great because it's the interaction. Because, like I said about experiencing it through somebody else's eyes. Now, I don't know everyone's collection. You know, I might know that, say, some people collect just G1s, some people collect just Armada stuff and stuff like that. But I don't know exactly what they have. But it's nice to see that, right, I've been looking for this for ages. I've got this. It's really cool. And I go, hey, I've got that toy. It's a really good toy. Oh, I need one of those. Damn, I didn't see one. You know, it's that sort of thing. And it's cool, you know. It's really cool to see everybody interacting like that. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And come on, TFCon, you're letting the side down. Fucking start doing it. Come on, lads. Because if I go to TFCon one of these years, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm like, right, I'm off to TFCon. Here's my video. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And do what I do for TFN as well, you know. But it's just nice. Like I said, it's just nice to see that I do a video and everybody does videos. It just come out of the woodwork to do a video. Like I said, they might not do one for a year, but they'll do 2 or 3 TFN videos. You know, it's brilliant to see. It's fantastic. Sorry, I'm reiterating what I said earlier, but I'm getting excited again.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, because ClubCon will be nearly finished by now. Boo.
I know. It's more on the social aspect with TFNation.
Everyone says that. Everyone says that, and he's not wrong. You know, it's the reason why I go now. You know, because sorry, I'm chatting. Tell me to stop. You chat at any time, right? It's like it's like buying a pizza, right?
Yeah.
You do not buy the pizza, right, just for the base, do you?
No.
You don't cook the base on its own and eat that completely empty of stuff, do you? You buy the pizza because it's got tomato on, it's got cheese on, it's got pepperoni on, it's got garlic on it, or whatever it is that you put on your pizza, except pineapples, they're wrong. And if you like pineapple on pizza, you're a wrong person, right? But you know what I'm saying? You buy it for the whole thing, right? And so the base is the convention, and the tomato sauce is the toys, the cheese is the guest, and everything else is the social aspect of it. You know? And I'm now hungry, even though I had a pizza earlier. That's why I'm giving the pizza analogy. And I'm making myself hungry again. But you know what I mean, though, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Sam, are you still there? Or are you falling asleep?
No, I'm still here, mate.
I don't know. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, I'm just rambling now. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go in a minute anyway because I need to go shop before it shuts.
Yeah, it's no worries, mate. I'm just trying
to
to
for a little bit. I'm just going to go in a minute though. But yeah, it's been great. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be on this long, but it's been good. It's a good laugh. 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. It's gone by, hasn't it?
Yeah, it don't feel like 3 hours. I'm not. It has got dark, but it don't feel like I've been sat here 3 hours.
No, it don't. An hour for every year we've lost.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, but yeah, and that's why, you know, like I say, I get so excited for this thing because, you know, in previous, like I said earlier on, in 2013, I was in some bad times. You know, my war with the job centre. You know,
Oh yeah.
I was in. It was touch and go, shall we say, right? And like I said to Billy, I mean, those of you just joining you, like I said to Billy, you know, well, it was auto assembly at the time, but it gave me something to look forward to. Like, saving up, I'm going to put as much money as I could away. And before you give me shit about being on the dole and doing a job centre, I stole stuff for money to go. So, you know, stuff that now look back on going, I really shouldn't have sold that, but hey, you know, but I wouldn't have a Masterpiece Soundwave if I hadn't sold that. So, you know, it's swings and roundabouts. You know what I mean? So it's, I think it's everything in one thing. It's everything in one thing, you know? And especially this turgid lethargy we've all been in these last couple of years, this year is going to be the best convention, I think.
No,
You know?
definitely. It's going to be a good one. I mean, unfortunately, like I said earlier, you know, there's just to alliterate for people that are just coming in. But it's like one of those things. Is that unfortunately some people can't come, obviously for certain reasons. But at the end of the day, I've missed the social interaction.
Yeah.
I missed my friends. I missed the people that I've met over the years going to these things. And I just want to get back to the Hilton, to essentially our second home from home, and just party. And because I've not really a lot of us haven't really had much to really look forward to.
Yeah. Well, we need a blowout. Everybody needs a blowout. It's what I was saying about earlier on about going out on a Saturday night. You've had a shit week at work, and each to their own. I mean, everybody deals with shit weeks at work in their own way. But sometimes, for me, I like to go to Spartans, get dressed up, go to Spartans, and just drink my fucking problems away. I know it's not the best thing to do,
Lawrence
but
is here, by the way.
you are.
Hello, you all right?
All right,
Hey,
Lord, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good, thank you. We were talking about you earlier.
Good to see you, man.
It's all good, though. It's all good, Lawrence. It's all good, honestly.
That's all right.
Yeah.
How you been, man? It's been a while since we've done a stream together.
Yeah, I've not been too bad. I've been all right.
Good,
You
man.
looking forward to TFN?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Excellent. So
What
when are you getting there then?
I'm getting there on the Thursday. On the Thursday night, Knowlesy and I, we're staying at the Garden Inn Hilton, and then on Friday we're transferring to the Metropole because that's the only way I could get rooms for all 4 nights.
Yeah, me and Nick are staying in the Ibis the Thursday night.
Is that the one actually in the city centre?
No. It's near. It's right near the train station in the NEC.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. So it's like literally you get off the train and hotel basically. So
I
want to try that. Is it Moxie Hotel? That's that big one that they built like a year
yeah. Well,
ago?
the thing is, John, I actually looked into there, but there were no rooms available there were no more rooms available by the time I looked for the TFN dates.
yes, it's a lot of people from the Commonwealth Games. That's why the Hilton is sold out on Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a room upgrade. Nice. Well done, Steve. Nice.
Yeah, that's what Chris was trying to say when he tried to come in. He basically is upgraded to a king room.
Nice.
So I don't think I've got that.
Well, me and Nick have got a
to.
complimentary upgrade because we were owed one from 2019.
I've got my snacks and drinks, says Stephen. I've got mine. I sorted my stuff out.
No, I was going to go with John today, but I've had a busy week at work this week. I've done like 60 hours, and today I just didn't want to go anywhere at all because I'm that knackered. But so far also I've got all week off next week, so it's good for TFN obviously. But I might go Monday or Tuesday, go get my stuff. So I need to go do that. I need hair dye as well.
Yeah,
fucking wisdom hairs coming through, and no thanks, no.
Stephen,
on
you're in the Ibis too. Cool, I'll see you there.
I got Queen Street. Beast Wars Inferno would be proud.
For the last time, stop calling me that.
Yes, my queen. Oh, so then, Lawrence, what you're looking forward to for TFN?
Chugging beers by the look of it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Good lad.
He's a thirsty boy.
Yeah, well, as I say, what I'm going to have to do on Tuesday when I'm going to have to start going out and getting stuff like various snacks and things to take. I'm getting my hair cut Tuesday evening before.
I'm going to get some of the muff trimmed.
What do you mean trimmed? You've got nothing to cut, John.
I know, but
you've nearly got a Jean-Luc Picard going on up there. No, well, my friend's always going to sort my hair out a bit because it's got a lot of split ends, and she said she's going to trim them a little bit for me. So yes, because it needs it for Saturday night. For those who know. As you don't, to be surprised.
I think Stephen wants to come in now.
Is Lindsay coming this year, Tony?
Is what, sorry?
Lindsay, is she coming?
It's a long story. I'll tell you there. I'm not going into it on the internet. I will tell you at TFN why.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so yes, so Saturday night, be ready. It's going to be fun. Sam's falling asleep. You're very quiet, Sam. Are you all right?
It's got a lot of man, mate.
A lot on your mind?
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, I'm waiting to hear about a job. I had a job interview last week.
Cool.
I haven't heard anything yet, and it's just playing on my mind a lot, because if I get this job, I will be so much better off financially.
Well, Heron on Newland Ave are advertising for staff if you want to apply there too. I've been sending you loads of job vacancies I've seen about.
But I'm looking for full time, mate. The ones at Heron are like not even like half the hours I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, you can get 2 part-time jobs. See,
I ain't doing that. I'm not working 2 part-time jobs, mate. I know that. I've done that, and luckily it only clashed once while I was doing it. So, but yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So then, Lawrence, let's get your take on it a little bit, because before Steve comes in, just like what you're looking forward to the most for this year.
But social aspect, just seeing everyone again, and just being there, and obviously to pick up a few nice things. I'm not going to buy too much because I really don't have the room.
Hey, Steve.
Hello.
So, how are you doing there, Steve? How you been?
Bit of a crazy couple of months. Well, mainly because my former job at Argos no longer exists, and so coming towards the end of this month, it will be a year since I started working at cinema.
Oh yeah, cool.
And
the internet kicked out again. Sorry.
No.
Just been trying to find things for the people to sign.
I still haven't done that yet because I'm house sitting for my boss while he's on holiday. Godzilla.
Yeah, because
Gary.
Gary Chalk starred in that.
Oh yeah, of course he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my. What am I bringing? I'm bringing my. Obviously, the Beast Wars DVDs, my Beast Machines DVDs, my Credit vs. Jason as well, because he's in that, and my PS2 Transformers game, he's in that as well.
He's
Sonic
also
the
in
Hedgehog as well.
Oh yeah, he is, yeah, of course he is. And he's in the first It as well. You know the original Tim Curry It. Yeah, he plays the gym teacher.
Has anyone planned any particular Transformers before we go? Any movies or stuff?
Sorry, say that again, Lawrence. You broke up a sec. Say that again.
Has anyone planned to watch any Transformers before we go? Sort of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, tomorrow?
Well, I'm coming up on the bus. I've got Transformers the movie on my phone, so I'll be watching that again.
Oh yeah. Well, I tell you, I could watch that. I've watched that countless times since I was introduced to it. I haven't got bored because excluding Disney films, I think that's my favorite animated film.
Well, you see, I mean, you look at it and people dismiss it and go, "Well, it's not a good film." Well, it is a good film. Watch it. I mean, yeah, if you don't know Transformers, it's confusing, granted, but some of the animation in that movie is just insane. Like the backgrounds are fantastic.
I'm watching the 4K version. It's
on
a big TV. It looks.
Just to cut you off there, just a second. The guy who's done the artwork for the Blu-ray, the 4K Blu-ray, is going to be there. So take that to get signed.
Nice.
Matt Ferguson.
Sorry, Lawrence. I just wanted to add that. Sorry.
Yeah, Matt Ferguson.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
I've got one of his T-shirts. I'm going to be bringing it with me. I've got his T-shirt with his design on it.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to get that swing as well.
I wonder if it'd be weird if I went to Matt and just asked to see if he could sign my T-shirt.
Yeah, it would be weird.
You guys,
Because then you can't wear it, because then once you've worn it, you need to wash it. And then if you wash it, it washes the autograph off. You can always get him to autograph his boobs. And then go get a tattoo, you know.
yeah. Is everyone doing the ClubCon this year?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I know they said they're going to have specific ClubCon merchandise. That's on the Friday, the ClubCon.
No,
Saturday night. Saturday night ClubCon.
So
they've got a movie night on the Friday.
Exactly a week today.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Exactly a week right now.
Just going to be needing to be careful because I get paid on the Monday after the con.
Oh, I don't get paid at the end of the month, mate. I've got my pay for this term, and I've done 1 million hours this week. It's too bad they went last week, and then they've been paid on my last month's wages. But I've got to wait till next month. But you know, it is what it is.
Have you saved up over the 2 years, Tony? Like,
Yeah, well, I didn't save up until I got actually paid for my tickets, because I was in that kind of, are they going to cancel it again mode, you know? So, but as soon as I got my tickets, I just put £100 aside, and yeah, I've got a sizable chunk of cheddar cheese ready to be spent on robots.
yeah.
I think I'm limiting what I'm spending on robots this year.
You know, I think that's a good thing, because even if you buy 2 or 3 things, what it's going to do is going to force you to make a choice, right? But what I mean is, you're going to pick the best thing, you know? You're going to really think about your purchase. You're not just going to grab anything at random and go, well, it's all right, I didn't really want it, but I had 20 quid in my pocket and, you know, whatever. But you're going to make the figures you buy are going to be the best figures ever, because you're going to properly think about it. And I think that can be the best thing sometimes.
And mainly because some of the ones I would like, I've already pre-ordered through Hasbro Pulse, and some of them have already arrived in the post, like Elite One here.
Oh, don't get me started on Hasbro Pulse. They cancelled my last Zarak order, but they didn't, but they did. And then they told me that the money wasn't in the account. And I went, well, because I made sure there was money in the account.
Back in a minute, guys.
Oh, I know where it is.
Okay.
You know, and I'm like, what? So I didn't get a Black Zarak. So it's up in the air if I'm going to get a Star Saber or not. So I'm a little bit annoyed. But there's a shopping hall called Stronghold Games, and they are selling Transformers. They have Blackies in there, and I'm going to use the money I'm getting paid for this week to go buy one.
Nice.
Because I can't buy anything big, like really big, because I'm on the bus this year. So it's kind of like I'm limited to the size of my haul a bit.
Anybody kind of doing the whole postage service? Because I've heard, like, sometimes if you pay them something, they'll send it out to you.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that because why post it to yourself when you can just, you know, you may as well just.
No, it's an option.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying it's an option.
It's an option. Really big. What I mean is, though, if you're going to do that, you may as well wait till you get home and order it on fucking the internet, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, so, yeah, I mean, if it was, I wasn't going home straight away, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, if you're going to do that, you may as well just buy it on fucking Amazon or something, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, anyway, I'm going to bow out because it's like 11 o'clock. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, rather. I've got to go to the shop before it shuts because I need boards. So, it's been a great chatting to you guys. I will see you in a fucking week.
You will.
Less than a week.
Or should there be? Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Yes.
For the royalty.
Well, that's the time. Stop calling me that.
Yes, my queen.
Shall I do the whole speech?
Go on then.
Did you ever wonder why I stole the golden disc in the first place? You were looking for Energon. That was a bonus. It allowed me to recruit a crew and gain potential for power, but the real reason was this. I've got it now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
The original Megatron, your commander, had every intention of winning, but, like myself, he covered his bets and inscribed a secret message, a message I myself received and decoded. There. Actually, remember it for a second then. But that's not bad, is it? Pretty good.
Most excellent. Yes.
I could do a wicked Heath Ledger Joker as well.
Ooh.
You want to know what got these scars? My father was a drinker and a fiend, and one day he goes up crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself. He doesn't like that, not one bit. And he comes at me with a knife and says, "Let's put a smile on that face." I'm so serious. I can tell I'm tired. I've been at work. I've done 12 hours every day this week.
Yikes.
Fucking knackered. My feet hurt, my back hurts, my neck hurts, everything hurts. You know? It's money. It's fucking, the worst, the good thing is, again, fuck ton of money, but the most irony thing is in this week, I've earned more, almost double that I would have earned at the Entertainer for just one week, for a whole month.
Have you got a new job then, Tony?
I do, yeah. I work at a geek retreat now.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's good. I get to play Magic the Gathering all day. It's great.
No, Mario Kart.
And Mario Kart. I played Mario Kart yesterday. It's good. All the new tracks have dropped as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I'm having a right good laugh. It's hard work, but it's good hard work, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not berating or anything like that when I say, you know, David's play Magic, but it's true. They do. I was playing Magic the Gathering the other day. But it's good. I'm really enjoying it. My boss, my current boss. I'm at his house now, house sitting, looking after his cat.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you know. So it's
That's Tony for you. He's good at sitting on things.
Yeah, and you know, well, yeah. I mean, in all this time, I've been given a lot more responsibility than I did at Entertainer in 7 years. I've been there 5 months, and I'm cashing up, locking the shop up, and doing stuff that they would never do. They'd never let me do at Entertainer. 7 years I was there, and you know all I got for 7 years was a fucking badge that said 5 years long service. You know.
Mm.
So if I'd been there 10 years, I'd have got another badge saying 10 years long service. And it just that was the moment I went, really? Not even a fucking help yourself to a free toy, or here's 50% off, or here's a fucking £10 gift card or something, you know? I know, you know what I mean? It was just, not that I was after anything, but you know, it's just a bit of recognition. All them hours for talking bollocks, you know?
Well, I know what you mean, because it's a similar thing with Asda. When I was used to work at Asda, it was just like your years of service was literally just a fucking badge, or just like something to put on your badge or a sticker, just to say that you're like, I don't know, that you've been there for like 5 years, 10 years, whatever. I mean, I was there for 10 years, and I never actually got a badge because they didn't like me. I never actually got a badge from our service. I was there for 10 years. But I'm glad I don't work in retail anymore, because they just generally don't really.
Where do you work now?
Me,
Yeah.
I work in a factory now.
I don't know. Which one?
Oh.
It's near Driffield.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Middleton on the Wolds, near Middleton on the Wolds is the place it's in. It's basically a chicken factory, but I work in the warehouse.
Oh, I don't know.
It's full time and everything.
Quick question: Is there any foul play involved?
Oh,
Sorry.
Get out! That is an awful dad joke.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
So then, Steve, what are you looking forward to? Are you what panels are you hoping to go to and things like that? Anything?
Probably just seeing probably the voice actors and mainly ClubCon in the evening. Though I am a bit curious haven't had a full look at the program yet, but I'm looking to see what Chris McFeely has in store for us.
Oh, the evil genius that is Chris McFeely.
Mm.
You know, he really is. Them quizzes are like, what? You know.
Yeah.
But then again, though, I'd be this. If it was a Star Trek convention, I'd be doing very similar Star Trek type questions. You know, like for example, I'd come up with a question like, "What is the explosive yield of a Class 10 quantum torpedo?" You know what I mean? Yeah, you're all going.
I understood torpedo. That's the only word in that sentence.
And what? You know, what is the correct container to transport biomimetic gel? You know, yeah. So I see where it's coming from, but yeah, Chris McFeely is an evil genius, evil genius. He's a good lad though. His basics videos are really good.
Oh, they are, yeah.
And I'm like, you bastard, because I want them types of views, but I'm not that savvy. Well, I am savvy, but I'm just lazy when it comes to videos, as you've probably noticed. Because one thing I hate about doing videos is the editing. I can't stand the editing. It drives me fucking wild. It just goes, because I'm not one of these quickly snap, cut. Like you or something like that. If I make a mistake, I'm starting again. I go right from the start and start again. You know. But yeah, they are. No, I'm not knocking Chris. They are really good videos. They're really good videos. Because I'm like, yeah. I mean, if you're just a passive fan or somebody who's getting into it, they're really good to see what all the fuss is about. You know. And I particularly like the ones that not this. I mean, I like the character ones he does, but I also like the ones that are, you know, explains Energon or explains, you know, Sam. You know, you know those types of ones. Explains the law, you know, like the war itself, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching a lot of Warhammer stuff, and the law is fascinating to watch, you know. Hello, Samuel. How are you?
Yeah, just randomly lost connection there for a moment.
Oh, yes, I'm
happy. It happens.
Yeah, I can't wait. I may have mentioned this before. I can't wait, and I can't believe we're just a week away. Well, 6 days away.
6 days.
Hang on.
Yeah. No, 5. No, we're 5 days away. Well, me and you are 5 days away.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 5 days away. There we are. 5. 6 days if you get in there Friday. Yeah. So we will have hotel breakfast on the Friday morning. See, that's why I go Thursday nights. Is I go and have hotel breakfast, because there's nothing finer in life than getting hotel breakfast.
Mm-hmm. And I'm making a beeline for the pool at the soonest opportunity after I've booked into the Hilton.
Okay. Do you know? I don't. They've had an upgrade, haven't they? I'm not sure if it's there or not. I mean, they've not really released any pictures of what it looks like. Jermaine, hello.
Look who's on my screen.
Hello.
It's frightening, isn't it?
Well, I ain't got my face on, so you know. But
how you doing, Jermaine?
Yeah. Jermaine, the glorious, sexy man that you are. I can't wait to see you soon.
Can't wait to see everybody. It's been far too long.
Oh, it has.
Amen.
So, yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking good. I can't even speak anymore. I'm that excited. You know, and I've got the time off work and stuff because basically my manager, when I got my new job, he goes, "Have you got any holidays booked?" I went, "Yes, second weekend of August." You know, because It's how fucking shit the staff was at Entertainer, right? Remember 2019, right? Booked it off, no problem. So I ring up Monday, right, when I'm on my way back, right, to go. I'm about to set off, and I said, "Oh, have you got my shifts for this week, so I know when to come in?" And they went, "Oh, you're starting at 12 today." I'm like, "What? Are you fucking joking?" I said, "No, I'm still in Birmingham, so I'm not going to get home till after 8 tonight." They didn't know I was in the car, but I said, "I'll be at least 8 tonight. I can't, I'm coming home on bus." "Oh, well, I'm supposed to be working today." I said, "Well, I booked it off." "Well, it's not on the road. It's not on the planner." I said, "It is," because I said, "Graham, write it down," the manager. And I went, anyway, get back to work the next day, and they're giving me shit about it, and they're going, "Oh yeah, by the way, you should have been in. We want to wear. Graham's off this week. We want to wear." And I said, "Okay, I'll come in the office and have a wear." And I did this slowly because I could see it as I walked in, the big planner with everybody's holidays off. I walked to it and put my finger like that without saying a word. Walked in and went, "You mean the Monday where it said Tony Hall?" And they went, "Oh yeah, sure, sorry." So I'm out of there now. It doesn't matter. So I'm going for myself. Hey, well, that was a cheery note, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, does anyone have anything specific on their shopping lists?
Yes, a G1 Mirage.
Yeah.
Studio class sludge.
That too.
I was thinking
sludge
for a laser beak.
Which laser beak?
I'm not sure if there's a G1.
I might have a spare. I will check for you.
Well, how much do you want for it?
I don't know, because I don't know if it's laser beak or buzzsaw I've got a spare, or I'm not sure. I can't remember because I'm not at my house. I can't go check.
Yeah,
I'll have a look.
That's fine, buddy.
Well, no, when I'm at home, I'll have a look and I'll sort something out.
Okay.
Other than that, probably the Velocitron, Cosmos, and Scourge.
Yes, Scourge will be hard to get, I think.
Yes.
However, In Demand said they have a few, but he's going to be higher on people's list, as is Motormaster as well.
Yes.
Sam.
Yep.
To buy anything? Yeah.
Honestly, at the moment, I'm not really looking to buy anything. There's one Transformer I want to get hold of, but that's not out till the end of the year, and that's the Studio Bumblebee RC.
Yeah, I mean, I know this new line.
That's out already. I'm sure that's out already.
It's not out till the end of the year. I just looked. I've got it on pre-order. It's not out till December, unless it's miraculously at TFN, which in case I'll buy it. But according to my pre-order, it's not out till December.
No, I'm sure I've seen people with it already. I'm sure fucking Matt's put a picture up of it. I'm sure it's out already.
Yeah, the thing is, though, the strange thing, it was a similar thing with Legacy Motormaster, and that. Basically, I mean, I pre-ordered it through Zavi, and it was supposed to come out. Well, I've got it now, but there was an original release date of I think it was July when it came out. Yeah, July. So it had that release date, but then I noticed where it got like the restock. It kind of said December, so it kind of like seems to be like two pre-order release dates for this for now and again. So there might have been like an earlier one for that RC, but Sam's probably on the waiting list for the later one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry.
But, I managed to get mine anyway. I messaged Zavi saying, "Where the hell's mine? I'm seeing people with it already," and I got it sent out real quick, so that's good.
I've got a weird thing with that. I didn't. This is the thing. The 4K Transformers movie on Blu-ray, right? I got it in my hand before they'd actually taken the payment for it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what now? What? So I checked me.
I didn't order that online. I went and got mine the old-fashioned way. I went to HMV. I think not on the actual release date, but it was the same week, and I just found it and bought it.
that same year I got my dad got me the fucking 4K Dawn of the Dead release, and I'm a massive Dawn of the Dead fan, as you can see. I'm wearing a WGON t-shirt right now. That is a fantastic set. If you can get your hands on that, that is a fantastic set. Because that is about 80 quid, but in that you get the original theatrical cut, you get the European can cut, as it's called, Dario Argento's cut, which I've never seen before. I've heard it, I've never seen it, heard about it. You also get a fuck ton of extras on a separate Blu-ray, like new interviews, vintage interviews, but like a ton of extras. And then also you get the 3 CD soundtrack to it. You get a novelization of the film, and you get like a nice, what would be called a coffee table book, but a tiny little one that fits in the DVD box. And it's fucking brilliant. It's a fantastic set.
Nice.
Sorry, I was talking about Dawn of the Dead there, because I got that, and then like the same Christmas I got the Dawn of the Dead on Blu-ray. They're the only two. Do you know what? Out of all my DVD and Blu-ray collection, they're the only 2 films that I have multiple copies of. You know, in different releases. They're the only 2. I think Star Wars is the other one, but I've only got like the last time it was released on DVD, and then the 2011 disappointing Blu-rays. But other than that, I've got every version released of Transformers the movie and of Dawn of the Dead, except was it the Ultimate Edition Blu-ray, the first Blu-ray it came out on? Which
do you have an original VHS version?
Yeah, I've got it on VHS. Yeah, I've got I don't have the original one, but I have the one that came out in. Oh, now I want to say 98 or 99, which had a really bad drawing of the poster on it. It's like somebody traced it over. It's a really bad. I have to dig it out somewhere. I can't remember where it is. I've got that version. And then they brought out like 6 weeks or a month later, something like that. It was just a black cover with like the Transformers the movie and the Autobot symbol with like a little shade of blue underneath it, which had the first episode of Headmasters on it as well. And I think that's it on VHS. But yeah, I've got those on VHS somewhere. Yeah. And you look at the copies compared to the 4K, it's like night and day. You know what I mean?
Jermaine, you folks at TFN on Thursday. I'll be around about 5 p.m, but not staying at the Hilton this time.
No, not on Thursday. We're all because they still have guests from the Commonwealth Games, so Thursday night's booked out. So I'm in the Ibis with Nick.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Quick question, mate. Are you and me still all right for Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, well, just wanted to ask.
As I say, mate, for the 100 you owe me, mate, if you want, you can hang on to that and put that towards PonyCon.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, hang on. Did you just say PonyCon?
Yeah, off to PonyCon in October.
No. No, dude, no. PonyCon.
Yeah, that's like the 3rd time I've been. I think.
Yeah,
it's the 3rd time. It's the 3rd time.
Dude, PonyCon.
Well, let's think TFNation, but ponies. It's basically the same thing.
I get it. I understand that. But, dude, ponies?
Yeah.
Why not?
Are you going to talk Twilight while you're there as well, Sam?
well, you know, we have got some little ponies in here with me, so, you know.
You're a grown man, dude. Come on.
If it helps, I've got Transformers as well, mate, you know, so...
Well, the credibility has just dropped like a stone just now.
Jermaine says, I'm in the Ibis too, but I think there are 2, so I might be in a different one to you guys.
Okay. But it doesn't matter, Jermaine, because the plan is to get there, dump my stuff in the Ibis, and go to the Hilton, and then hang out there, and then when we get tired, go to bed to the Ibis, and then next morning, get out, go back to the Hilton, you know, that sort of thing.
Do you get breakfast at the Ibis, Tony?
It's fucking better, do.
Yeah.
Well, if all things fails, we all know that Subway and the NEC is a godsend.
Oh
There's
yeah,
also- well,
that's
there's
a
also
lifesaver.
Witherspoons as well in there.
If it's open, it's only open if there's an event on.
Yeah, well, it will be because they've still got people because they'll be checking out Friday morning for the Winter Olympics, the Commonwealth Games rather. So there'll be people around. So I would imagine it will be open. So if they're not doing breakfast, I have to go down to there and get Witherspoon's breakfast, or go get Subway.
So on Thursday evening, does anyone plan to do TGI burgers?
They can do, yeah. Sounds good.
TGI.
That's the plan today. Oh yeah, yeah, we can do, yeah. But we'll wait till about I don't know, about 7, 8 o'clock when people finally got there, and then we'll just mosey on down and we'll have food. Yes, that sounds like a plan.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
Are we still okay, Lawrence, for Thursday? Me sharing with you.
Yeah, it's okay. And you still all right about the 50 you owe me?
That's no problem at all, man.
Sure. That's cheap.
It's only for one night.
Yeah, I'm not paying that cheap. Damn it.
Friends rates. Wink.
Yeah, friends rate.
Okay. Friends rates, I get it. Okay. 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 Oh, friends.
TFN friends.
Best friend.
Friends.
Sorry, I've been watching In-Betweeners recently. So.
TFN friends. Oh, friends.
Oh, friends.
Ended up getting some of the fossilizers, I think, last month.
Oh, I've only got one. I've got, what's the one called now? It's the pterosaur one. I can't think of his name.
Wingfinger?
Wingfinger. I have him. That's the only one I've got.
Wingfinger, I like it. They couldn't call it Wingfing, but they call it Wingfinger.
Yeah, that's what pterodactyl means. Dactyl means finger.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is there's already a transformer called Wingfing, isn't there?
Yes, there is. It's Soundwave sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pterodactyl means long finger. So So there we go. See,
I think
every day.
I think I know who I'm going to pair Mastodomus with when he eventually gets released. Lio Convoy.
I mean, I'm. But the thing is, when we're saying we want stuff, I was saying earlier, it's nice to have an idea of what you want, but right now, right at this moment in time, and up until they open the doors, right, every conceivable transformer will be in that room. It's like Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah, right. For those who don't know, Schrodinger's cat.
I'll never amount that I bought the first time I went in 2017. I went with £1,000 from my whole budget, and I won't have that much this time, but I won't need that much. But I went and I did literally spend, taking everything into account, I did spend the whole lot, and I bought so many things.
Yeah.
Because it was the first time, and like my adrenaline was buzzing.
Yeah.
Well, I had £1,000 last in 2019. I haven't got quite that much this year, but it's not far off it.
I've got a comfortable amount I managed to get together, but
I like saying that's cheddar cheese.
Depending how much I have from rent money, I'm going to be a bit cautious, but fair in terms of spending.
But like I said earlier about the whole dealer's room thing, it's potentially right now every transformer ever made ever will be there, right? But when we get there, obviously it won't be because there's not enough room for it. But there'll be a good selection. That's what I'm saying. But right now, potentially any transformer that was ever made will be there.
Yeah. Also, this stuff they've got in the Forbidden Planet, like this new range of like the Transformers the movie, like the 12-inch figures that I think Hasbro have released. They've done Power Rangers, they've done Transformers, they've done.
Is it the red ones? Them ones?
Yeah.
I've only got Soundwave, and he's okay. He's Soundwave,
Yeah.
I'm not
really
he's
your favourite, isn't he?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I've got him, but I'm not really bothered about anybody else. But speaking of Transformers, I found this today. It's a Transformers notebook. It was in a charity shop for 50p.
Nice.
Yeah. And I thought, hey, I'm going to, if I need it, it's going to live in my bag permanently. But it was like I said, I went shopping today, I just bought a few bits, and I thought, it's a charity shop there, I'll stick my head in, see what I can find. And lo and behold, I found this, which is nice. Yeah. And it's got, it's off the crown in front, and then when you open it up, on all the pages, it's the G1 toy box front.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Not best 50 pence.
What about Hot Rod?
You
Hot Rod?
I have Hot Rod, yeah. I've got the G1, let me see now. The G1, the Classics, the Saturn Return, the Combined, no, is the Combined one? Power of the Primes, and Studio Series, and Rodimus Prime.
Nice.
Yeah, I would like to get. I really want a Star Convoy, then I got the Micromaster Rodimus Prime too. Right then, on that note, lads, I'm going to go because it's getting late and I'm fucking tired. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
You can talk. I keep feeling I'm jumping in and talking over everyone. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
So right then, lads, I will see you in fucking 5 days, and I'll see you in 6, Sam.
You will,
Right.
mate.
Sam, you still there from? Is it Friday to Sunday?
Friday to Sunday, mate. I'll be arriving Friday night. I'll be leaving Sunday afternoon.
What time Sunday afternoon?
About 2:00.
Oh, dude, you tit.
Yeah, believe me, I tried later, but let's just say due to the travel issues, the only way I could get back home was by coach, and the only coach I could book was at 3:00. There was no train.
Damn it! Yeah, it's gonna be shit.
The only other coach I could find was at 7:00 in the evening, and it wouldn't have got me back till Hull until 6 in the morning on Monday.
All right then. I'll see you all later. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon. See you later, Jermaine. I'll see you in just under a week. See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bloody hell, he's gone finally.
But yeah, as I said, getting literally trying. I mean, I've tried everything I could to. I even tried to get the Friday and the Monday off with work. I just couldn't do it. Like for the first time in basically 5 years of me being at Primark, that August was fully booked. It's never happened before. They normally have the week of TFNation, which is normally the same week every year, give or take, is always usually an empty week holiday-wise. Nobody ever books anything. But this year, that month was booked solid before I even knew if TFNation was going to happen this year. Yeah, I tried everything to try and get the time off. And as you know, Nosy, I've even been trying to get another job, but that sort of a bit more to do with other stuff than just TFNation. But yeah, so I'm up. I'll be there 10ish because my train is.
Guys, I'm just gonna have to leave temporarily. I might not nip back on in a bit. Just got to see something. If that's okay, I'll.
Yeah. So my train is 6:30. So I'll literally finish work at 6. I'll be literally half an hour later. I'm on the train. I'll be getting in. I'll probably roll up at about 10ish because everything goes according to plan. I'll be getting to the NEC by quarter to 10. I'll just walk through, and then as I say, my coach home is 3:00 on Sunday. Get me back into Hull for about 7ish. So unfortunately, I won't be there for the closing ceremony, but I'll be there like all Saturday.
That's going to be a bit of a rush for you because with you finishing at 6, you've got to get home and get all your bags together, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm taking stuff with me, mate, to work.
Oh, okay, good man.
Oh, mate, all I'm going to need, literally, I'm only going to be there Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday. I'm not going to need much. Literally, I'm only going to really be there 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
To be like I said, I'm not planning on buying anything unless that RC is there. If that RC is there, I'll buy it.
Those words are always bad because I've always said that I'm not going there this year. And look what I do. Every time I go to the dealer, I'm coming out with something.
Well, I'm serious. Apart from maybe some artwork, I mean, I'm saving for other stuff at the moment. There's stuff I want to sort out for like next year, and as well as October when I go to Nottingham with me and Lawrence go to Nottingham. So that I'm sorting out as well. So I've got money for TFNation, but I'm not banking on a lot because I'm more interested in seeing people. It's been 3 years. Yeah. I just want to see people. Yeah. I mean, I'm bringing some stuff to get signed. I've got the 4K edition of the Transformers film. I'm going to bring that, and the Transformers Prime season 1. I'm bringing that because I want to get that signed. I'll bring my Transformers Vault because I always try and get that signed. But yeah, I'm largely just going for the people, Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll have some cash on me, but we'll just see what's what.
Well, that's me as well. I mean, end of the day, I've missed the social side more than the toys, and I mean, I have splurged. I have treated myself to some toys. I pre-ordered some stuff, but I've got Legacy Drag Strip. I've got Legacy Wild Rider, I think it is the other one. I've also got Legacy Motormaster, and also got Legacy Tarantulas. And they were the 4 figures that I already pre-ordered, and they were the things that I would have picked up at TFN anyway. Or if I could find them, because obviously Motormaster will be like the thing this year, I guess. But basically, is that I've already the figures that I wanted from the latest line I've already got. So going into TFN, I'm probably just going to be looking at maybe Beast Wars stuff, anything I haven't got Beast Wars wise, like original toys and so on. I'm not looking at going stupid because I've got to look. I mean, I need a new car. I'm going to have to try and save money towards a deposit on a new car.
Yeah.
Some point later in the year before my MOT and everything is renewed and my insurance. So that's going to take a lot of money. And also, I'm supposed to be going away in September, but I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't booked anything yet.
What is happening with that, matey? Because, I mean, it's August now. I mean, literally, you're talking a month. It's September. I mean, what the hell is going on with that? Because you keep telling me you and Smithy are planning to go away. It's like, well, it's August. You've got a month.
I know.
What the hell are you two doing?
I don't know. Basically, long story short, is I'm waiting on Smithy to let me know when he's been paid from the job he's currently working on, and he's been telling me that for the past 3 weeks.
Well, to be fair, mate, he told me the same thing. Last year when we went away to Rita, and he was telling me it was about 2-3 weeks. I was waiting on him to actually tell me whether or not he could make it. So yeah, it's Smithy at the end of the day.
If it doesn't happen, there's no problem. I've still got the time booked off. It's a holiday for me. But end of the day, my priority is to get another car because I need a car to get to work. Because they don't have like a shuttle service or anything like that in order to get people to work and back. So I rely on my car. But the problem is my car, it's too high on certain things like emissions and all that boring jazz. I'm not going to get into that. It's not really for here. But basically, I need a new car, basically. And I'm looking at maybe September, October time trying to get another car. So whatever I don't spend at TFN is going to go towards another car. And then obviously I can save up a little bit on top of that. And hopefully I've got enough money to put like a deposit down, pay the deposit for a car. So that's hopefully what I'm going to try and do. But yeah, I mean, I've got enough money to get me through the weekend. Just to go for a meal with people, to enjoy myself, get a few drinks at the bar. I'm not going to go stupid at the bar because it is expensive, as we all know. But it's basically I've got myself an 18 pack of beer that I'm going to bring with me. I've got myself a bottle of rum that I got today. And also I've got snacks and stuff in my bag. I've got a couple of pot noodle things, instant noodle things for something as a snack in between meals. So I'm pretty much sorted in that department. So I've got stuff like that sorted out. So the only thing now is to get there at the coach station on Thursday morning, because I'm setting off at 10 in the morning from Hull with Tony, and hopefully meeting up with Lawrence at the coach station about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then making our way to making our way on to the Hilton to meet everybody as they come in. But I'm going to be but me and Lawrence are going to be at the Garden Inn for the Thursday night, and then we're transferring over to the Hilton on the Friday. That's basically the plan. But anyways, I'm going to bring this to an end, I think, because this has gone on pretty long. It's nearly 4 hours, just shy of 4 hours. But it's been absolutely fantastic to get you on, Stephen. We had Billy Edwards on. Billy on. We had obviously Tony. We've had Lawrence. We've had we've had a good few people on. It's been fantastic to get people on. This has actually been a bit of a triumph. I don't really. It's actually been I'm actually quite proud of this live stream, because I've been watching the viewers, and I've had up to about 12 or 13 people watching tonight, which is the most I've ever had. Live as we've been going, and we've had a very nice live comment feed as well. Jermaine, thank you to Jermaine, thank you to you, Stephen. Obviously, you was in there as well. Sprite, Jace, Cut to 75, Graham, Andy Morris. Who else? We had Silo Chase, one of the other members of the TFN crew. We had Jinx, who tried to come in, but sadly didn't work out. We had Chris Evans. He also tried to come in, but didn't work out. Alpha Prime, Smizner, Dave. Who else was in here? Is that everybody? I think I've covered everybody. Yep, that's everybody. So, yeah, just before we finish, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody in the chat that joined us tonight. Thank you to you, Steve. Thank you to Tony. Thank you to Billy. Thank you to Lawrence. And to you, Sam, as well, for spending time this evening talking about TFN. And 5 days, 6 days for some, 7 days for others, because obviously some people get there the Saturday. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to finally getting to the Hilton after 3 years. Socializing, just have a good blast out, because we all need it, and just have a good old time. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most. And so, yeah. And is there any last minute things you both want to say before we sign off?
Thanks to everybody that's watched and joined in, and I look forward to seeing you all in a week's time. Well, 6 days.
Always remember, in the words of Primus, till all are one.
Nice one. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight. So thanks again, Stephen, and to everybody that joined us. And see you all, for us, that are Thursday goers, in 5 days. See some of you in 6 and some of you in 7. However it works out. But we will see you over the weekend. And so safe travels, everybody. And see you very soon.
Good night.
All right. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all on Friday night.
See you all then.